Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gargano Show!
Hello and live from the Xfinity studio here at PHLY. This is the Anthony Gargano Show. He will be back on Monday after he spends all Sunday breaking down the tape and going through every inch of a meaningless preseason game on Saturday. I should put the caveat out there. It's meaningless to me, but I guess guys have jobs on the line. So to them, it's going to be meaningful. But Anthony will be back on Monday. VG is off to another continent, and I will be filling in for VG next week. So you'll get me with the cuz, a couple football guys chewing the fat. But joint practices, we got a lot to get to today. We got Baldy joining us at 9:30. A lot to talk about with Baldy. We have Devon Givens, the great Devon, joining us at 10 o'clock. We have a Rothman doctor at 10:30 to talk about the Jonathan Greenard injury, which I fear is much worse than they let on. We got TV Todd. We got back in the day. We got Nugs. We got top 5 here to close out rank week. A lot to get to. But let's start with the finale of joint practice yesterday. And I think we can officially put the drama behind us because I want to give a little shout out to A.J. Brown for doing the right thing yesterday. There for the media or not. I think he went and squashed the beef, and they dapped each other up, and they said hello, and they seemed cordial, and they had a minute conversation, and both guys were smiling, and it's behind us. We can move on. A.J. Brown, thank you for your Super Bowl and your time here, but I was glad to see him, and here's the clip from our own Eagles account yesterday. I'm not sure if it was Bo or E.J., but Jordan Mailata is just the best, because when you hear the clip, it's Jordan Mailata telling the media right there, oh, mate, you might want that moment over there. It looks like it's going to be a viral, trending one. And he points out to the media here.
It's all love, man. It's all love.
All love, man. But that was good to see. Just put it behind you and move the hell on. As coaches say, let's flush it and move on. But VG, our own Franny Duffy, Franny Films, you said had a different perspective on this video than most people, and I was just happy to see it. How did you feel about it? Just like move on. Let's put it behind us.
I don't care if it was all planned and the PR guys did it and said you guys got to do this. It's just I'm so sick of this storyline, so I'm glad it happened. But as you said, Franny with the keen eye.
Well, he's a real football guy.
Real football guy.
Leatherhead.
Pointed out that it was important part of that video is the people's chant, Willie Lampkin getting in the extra work after practice. There's our boy. Yeah, Willie.
Yeah, there's Willie.
The camera's always on Willie Lampkin.
Working on his snapping, getting in those extra snaps. Look at that. Yeah, Willie. And we will talk to I saw a quote about him yesterday from one of the guards. It might have been Dickerson. A bowling ball full with knives attached, or he's like a bowling ball with knives.
Someone on the other side of the ball? I thought
it was one of his teammates. It was such a great. He was like, "Yeah, he's a bowling ball full of knives or something." I was like, "What? Okay."
This is the greatest story.
Yeah,
I love Willie Lampkin.
It's great. We need a Willie Lampkin shirt.
yeah.
Be first to market. Yeah.
Yes.
Bowling ball with knives, just chef's knives coming out of it everywhere. But practice is over up there. I was glad to see the two of them, even if it was contrived and fake for the media, just to put on a good face. They did have a good 4 years together. I will say all the reports pretty much, and we'll talk to Baldy about it at 9:30, kind of said A.J. Brown was still the best player out on the field.
Yes. You do. I mean, it's a little disappointing because he probably...
It sucks that we can never have nice things for too long
and
here.
He took it off last year a little bit. He wasn't into
nailed
it. But now, and people had predicted that. They said he's going to be rejuvenated, and it's like a little revenge year for him.
Yeah.
He wants to prove that he's a $1,400 a year receiver.
I will say that I'm glad to see them squash it, put on the show for the media, and move on.
Yeah.
I reserve the right to bitch and moan when he's a $1,400 a year guy this year. So I can have it both ways, VG.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
because that's going to hurt. He's going to be good. You know he's going to be good.
Play them. Who cares what goes on in New England?
To quote Bo Wolf yesterday, to
Yeah.
give you a little optimism, quote, "This was an absolutely filthy 48 hours for Tay Wicks."
All right.
Tay Wicks apparently put on a show
All
in the joint practices.
All right. Go Tay Wicks.
Come on. You got to have one of these guys shine. Darius
we
Cooper,
don't.
Tay Wicks, Hollywood Brown.
I think maybe we talked about it earlier in the week. Maybe Baldy can shine some late, but maybe you don't need any of the shine. Maybe you just need some.
I mean, they are
capable
kind
hands.
of deep.
deep.
Hollywood Brown gets basically the same money as Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I'd rather Keenan.
Kind of would rather have Keenan Allen there.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown. He's that guy in fantasy. You always pick
Yeah.
him up because you got
He's
injuries.
fast. If I grab him in the 13th round, he's fast
with
with
injuries. You're like, okay, I'll grab him, and he's nothing. He does nothing. Maybe one time a year he'll give you like 85 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
it.
get some thumbs up in the chat for Tay Wicks. I'm hopeful that he takes the opportunity and run. It was good to see Makai Lemon out on the field yesterday.
Yes.
So that's good. Jonathan Greenard, we still play the waiting game with that. But VG, I was just thinking about this year. I can't wait for September 13th. Saturday means absolutely nothing to me. I put it on, and it's like Charlie Brown's Teacher, where I just hear like,
There's
like
not a couple guys who are like
I watched.
locked in on the watch.
I mean, Willie Lampkin,
You see how,
obviously.
yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah,
he
and-
jumps.
and
Even if you're
Markel
not looking for
Bell.
him. You see Trotter over
Trotter
up
Jr..
there. You want to see Stowers out there, see how bad he is, or he looks like he's improving. There's a lot to watch, man. Everyone loves Tank. Get some good Tank runs.
Yes, but we're almost there. September 13th isn't that far away. It's week 0 of college football. That's pretty exciting. And I was just thinking about Jalen Hurts, like, you know, Bo and EJ were talking about how handsome he looks with the mustache as opposed to the goatee yesterday.
Yeah.
I would say it's a good mustache.
He's a handsome guy.
So when we were at the Super Bowl parade, he came by me, my wife, and my daughter,
Yeah.
and he had the Love Hurts hoodie on, cigar in his mouth, and the was it the Kangol?
Yeah.
And I looked at my wife and I go, "Damn, that's a handsome dude."
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it, VG. Like, he's such a polarizing figure. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt in the national conversation about him.
Why? That's the question.
I think because he doesn't put up the touchdown passes that other quarterbacks put up. He does have 63 rushing touchdowns.
I think because I don't know if he's great.
He's great at the long ball, which is usually the thing that like quarterbacks are.
Yeah, I like to see if
judged
that
on.
continues with AJ because he was great with AJ with that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much. Other than that, like
He didn't throw over
I
the
think
middle of the
he doesn't
field.
throw in the middle of the
I
field.
think he's risk averse.
He doesn't have great arm strength. He's not the fastest, but he's just a player. He's just a winner. The dude just goes out and balls. I don't understand why he's so polarizing.
I don't get it either, but I was thinking, VG, this is probably the most anticipated like season for a player I can remember in a long time. Because his tenure in Philly.
Jalen?
Yeah,
Or
Jalen
LeBron?
individual. Well, that's like different because LeBron doesn't have to prove anything. Jalen now has a new offense. He has no A.J. Brown. He has all this polarizing national talk about him. He has to go out there and back it up this year. And by all reports, he's doing everything right, and he's being more affable and like leader in the building. He's throwing over the middle of the field more. The reports out of camp are he's running more and he's open to suggestions more and new looks. And so like this is a huge year.
I don't care about the interceptions. I'm tired of them being conservative.
I'm pro let it rip
out there. Yeah, let it rip. Let's get some excitement going. I mean, I don't think these interceptions in training camp, you just can't. Who cares?
I don't give a damn about camp.
Who cares?
It's
He's
practice.
just trying his stuff out. Yeah.
But I do think
almost
this
like
is a massive year.
Spring training when someone's getting pitchers getting rocked, but you don't know what they're working on.
Yeah.
So who cares? It's going to be fun. In Mannion, we trust.
Jordan Mailata was asked by the guys yesterday too about how good this team can be because the Cowboys are going to be good this year. I think there's going to be quite a battle for the NFC East crown.
Don't you think that every year? Doesn't everybody think that every year?
Eventually luck's got to be on the Cowboys side, right?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
The devil gets no luck. The devil gets no luck. Karma is anti-devil.
Well, either Bo or EJ, and make sure you're following along the Eagles account. They did a killer job up there in New England. Was asked about kind of like how good can this team be, I just love listening to Mailata talk.
You like the accent?
Oh, I love the
Aussies,
Aussies. Right? Yeah, I love the Aussies. But he's just such a lovable dude.
You like to hear him talk or sing?
Talk.
See. He's got such a golden voice.
He does have a golden voice. Can't lose. But here he is talking about this team.
Julie's like swooning over there. Like a 16-year-old listening to Frank Sinatra for the first time in the 50s.
Here's Jordan Mailata talking about what this team's potential can be.
I think humble me wants to just say, it was good, but we have a chance to do something special. But in order to do that, we can't have days like the last 2 days off. Up front, it always starts up front, and we've had multiple false starts. It starts with me and Lane, and it's got to trickle down to the receivers and everyone that's on that field. And so we have the potential to do a lot, but that's all it is. It's potential.
He's great.
We see the limit the sky's the limit. Everybody always says that, but we see where we can get to, and we had a good day yesterday, and today we got to clean up some of that. Less boxing and more football.
He's the best. I just love him.
He's got a career.
He should
be.
He'll be in
guy after this.
Oh yeah. What a mountain of a man too. My God.
Calm down over there, dude.
It's ready for football.
Voice, the body.
I know. I met him at
a little worked up.
Maybe I was doing it too.
Look up at him like, oh.
But I love Jordan Mailata. Good to see. But joint practice is over. That's the big tent pole of training camp, and now it's pretty much just meaningless games ahead.
Got a QB2 battle.
Gross. I think they totally bungled this situation.
Well, of course they did. They value Tanner McKee.
Should have traded Tanner McKee while his value was higher. If you were just going to bring in Andy Dalton for a 7th rounder.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? So the Eagles will play tomorrow night. We'll have a post game here on the PHLY Eagles show. And then the last one, Saquon Barkley. He doesn't like joint practices. Yesterday got a little chippy, and I love a training camp fight. And Saquon even said, I got to watch myself a little bit too, because I can be a little bit of a punk out there.
Mm-hmm.
But here's Saquon talking about why he hates these joint practices.
I'm all about just putting the work in. And it's good to go against someone new. I think we're at that part of camp where we needed to go against a new face. But I do think if you do it the right way, there's a lot of good out of it. Going against different looks, going against different people. It's hard when you got to run the same play over and over against JC and JD. They're pretty good players, and they get a hint on what you're doing. It's even harder to block. But yeah, when you do it the right way, it's good. But honestly, I'm not really a fan of joint practice.
Yeah, him and Mailata both basically said
more times than not, nothing good comes out of it. Like you get the when you have the work, it's good, but then you get the push in, the shove in, and someone say this about you, and I'm like, oh no, but I'm not that. You're this. It's just like it's immature when we get to that level. I gotta do a better job too, because I'm a little troublemaker sometimes. But I was good this week.
He basically said it's ego on ego. Everybody's talking bleep out there, and it gets in the way of accomplishing our practice.
I hear where he's coming from. I mean,
you need that.
If you don't pick up basketball and my fives versus the same 5 all day on Tuesday, and then it's the same.
Worst. You don't want to see the same
4 hours again or 2 hours again the next day. You just, tempers flare. You get tired of looking at each other. But then you hear Vic Fangio talk. He's like, I love them. There's nothing more valuable than these inter-squad games or these inter-team joint practices.
To end the joint practice yesterday, Bo and EJ were fired up about Riq Woolen had a much better day.
Yeah.
And he had a pass breakup versus A.J. Brown in the end zone in the final play that Jalyx Hunt swooped in and got a pick on.
Yeah,
we didn't see the national media talk about Drake May's interceptions.
Never.
But God forbid Jalen Hurts throws a training camp practice interception. It's all over the time.
Was Riq get a pick 6 yesterday too? I think maybe. I don't know, but he had a big comeback day, which is good to hear.
The Pacific Manta, as Baldy called him. What an upgrade! Because remember last year we were sitting here talking about Adoree Jackson.
Yeah, that was problematic.
Yeah, so this defense
that was problematic for the whole season.
Yeah, and he got to a point where he was
serviceable.
Okay. Yeah, serviceable.
Yeah.
It's okay. But Riq Woolen should be a huge upgrade.
Should. I mean, I am concerned about corner depth seems to drop off a cliff after Riq.
I don't want to see Keely Ringo anywhere near this, a meaningful football game.
No. So let's keep those hammies
Mac
and
McWilliams? Do you Mac McWilliams?
I'm not a fan of anyone on the depth chart after Riq for the most part.
That's good. And then Jonathan Greenard, according to Nick Sirianni, is progressing.
The pec's problematic, man.
We'll talk to a doc later.
Yeah, that's perfect timing.
I may say at a Holiday Inn,
I mean,
but I'm no doctor.
That's why I don't lift weights.
Yeah.
And hurt yourself.
Those, as AI says, those things are too damn heavy.
Yeah. A bench press, get out of here. Those I like my pecs intact.
All right, on the other side, we'll talk about the Phils because they're back in action versus the Cardinals. Revenge series.
I'm so irritated with the Phillies right now.
Oh, I have it on the run of show. We will get to it today. Because VG got his season ticket renewal.
Yep.
And VG just got more poor.
Yes.
So did every Phillies season ticket holder out there.
Taking us for everything we got.
Yeah. Squeezing water out of a rock.
They need the money.
Yeah, they're hurting. John Middleton's hurting. We'll talk about a lot ahead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Parks Casino, that's my casino of choice. Why? Because it's easy to get to from everywhere. Street Road in Ben Salem, off the Turnpike, off 95. You can get there from anywhere. And it's a great place of headline entertainment and award-winning fine dining. With their food court area and restaurant selection, there's something for everyone. And make the night complete and stay over at the beautiful Parks View Hotel. It's just steps away from Parks Casino and offers complimentary shuttle service. Just announce comedian Ben Bankus, August 22nd. Magician Michael Carbonaro on September 19th. Tickets still available for these headliners at Parks Casino. The Excite Center is awesome. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, August 28th, coming up. Sebastian Bach with special guest. Head to parkscasino.com to buy tickets. You must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-GAMBLER. A lot changes in sports in 5 years. Think about all the players that come and go. You know what can't change? Your price guarantee from Xfinity right now. What if you can have that reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you could keep it at that same price for 5 whole years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. It makes everything in your home work together. My house runs seamlessly on it. And it finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. All your devices working in perfect harmony. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me. A lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won. Players come and go. But the price of your internet and home Wi-Fi doesn't have to change. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. BG, we ranked Great Philadelphia Things earlier this week.
Yeah.
I finished Tires, season 3.
Oh, how was it?
Very good. I buzzed through it.
Yeah, they're easy once you get going.
Yeah.
I'll do that in one sitting.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
A lot of good cameos. It was good. It was a good season.
Friend of
Funny.
the show, Chip Chantry, reappears as character.
Yep, he was in it. McKeever and the whole gang, all the local guys. So that's another good rising. I think it's #1 on Netflix right now. So another great Philadelphia export.
He's red hot.
Yeah. So let's hope the Phillies continue being red hot, VG. What a transition. This guy's throwing oops like Dwayne Wade over here. Let's hope the Phillies continue being red hot. They have the revenge series versus the Cardinals. Jesus Luzardo gets it started tonight.
This should be an easy one tonight.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
You're all Dobbins up? You don't believe?
No, I'm not.
You're not a
I'm
Dobbins
not a
truther?
Dobbins believer at all. If this isn't an easy win tonight, the weather's good. Had a day off. The
Flow Rider just blessed the
yeah,
building.
the bullpen's all
I
rested
got a day
up.
with the family.
Let's go.
But it would be nice to see. So I have the Philly show at 12 o'clock today with Corey, the great Corey Seidman, and I was texting him last night like, hey, my brain's mush after hosting Anthony's show all week, and doing Phillies. What do you got for tomorrow? He said, I really want to talk about Ketel Marte.
All right.
And I'm going to ask you,
still
VG.
MIA, right?
Yes, he's getting his knee scoped. He's out for a little bit.
No one's seen him.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. It does appear his time in Arizona is going to be over.
Yes.
Would you?
Yeah.
Now, he is under contract through 2030.
I want him at the deadline, so yes.
He makes 21 and then progressively 23 million a year, which, frankly, for a player of his caliber, it's pretty damn solid.
You're just swapping out Nick Castellanos money.
Yeah, basically, it's Castellanos money.
Yeah.
And the weird thing with Luis Arraez and why he's been on so many teams in the past couple of years is Corey's talked about this. Like, teams don't really know what to pay him. Like, they know the value that he brings to a team, but is he worth 20, 21 million a year? Or is he more like that 15 million a year type of guy? So there's that contract uncertainty with a rise.
Yeah.
If you were to make a move and trade for Ketel Marte, that's pretty fair value. You do have to give something up to get it, and then Bryson Stott could be at third. How would you feel about an infield of Bryson Stott at third? I want Trey Turner in the outfield.
Okay.
Ketel Marte second, Bryce Harper at first, TBD. Maybe Brian Rincon, who's going to be 24 next season, comes up. Defensive gem at shortstop. Had a really good year in the bat, and you give shortstop over to a rookie.
No, I don't want a rookie shortstop.
Who you got then?
I think I'd rather
give me a shortstop option.
I'd rather have Stott at shortstop.
And then who are you going to get third base?
Find a third
Free
base.
agent class is trash.
Yeah, you can find somebody. No,
I don't know.
I get Bohm for 1 year, 12 mil.
All right, Marcus Hayes. Turn his microphone off. No Marcus Hayes takes today. No.
You got Marte now is like your 4-5. Yeah.
No. We're done with Alec Bohm. How dare
Nolan
you?
Arenado's having a nice comeback.
I was okay with him this year.
Yeah.
He was out there. His name was discussed. But Ketel Marte.
I'm in on him.
I'm kind of intrigued.
He can give you center field, shortstop, and second base.
He's nasty.
He puts up he get 25 home runs here.
Yeah. So, and then finally, VG, I want to take your pulse. You're a season ticket holder. Julia is a season ticket holder at times. Aaron Nola vibe check. How you feeling?
I'm a Nola guy, so I feel good. I think he's back.
Feel good about giving him the ball game one of an NLCS?
I think he's back to be in like a 4.45 ERA. Yeah, I'm
Would
good.
you give him a 3-5 tier ranking around Major League Baseball? Somewhere between a 3 and a 4 on most staffs?
No, solid 4 right now.
4?
Yeah, he's a solid 4. He's not a 3.
He's been really good since Memorial Day.
He's been great. He seems to have refound his use of the knuckle curve as an out pitch. He's keeping it a little low. It's not looping and high. I don't know.
All right, before we get to Baldy, your ornery came in this morning slamming doors, kicking things.
It's outrageous.
Spitting all over the sidewalk.
Outrageous.
I saw your tweet yesterday. And the Phillies, I don't know if these are like pre-scheduled out at the beginning of the year for a certain date or if they wait for a 6-game winning
I looked
streak.
last year.
Yeah, when did they come out?
My renewal came out August 7th, 2 weeks earlier. So you know they waited for the season.
Was that right around the St. Louis series?
Probably is timed around there. And so you know they held this till they got on a little streak.
So it comes via email or snail mail?
No, it's email. This is when they give you the old 1-2 over the next 4 weeks. They demand a deposit for the next year already, and then in 3 weeks we'll get a playoff deposit required.
And how much is the playoff deposit?
I mean, it's usually you got to give them a third or a half of whatever they are
every game.
Yeah,
meaning
one each round. So it's usually like $900 a person. So it's an extra $350. You got to give them after giving them like $600 this month.
So I assume the ticket prices just stayed the same, right?
You would think maybe after the way they've been squeezing us dry for the last 3 years.
Maybe 1 or 2% hike?
We're at, no. Higher than that. We're double digits. We're 11% this year.
11%?
Now, let me put this in perspective.
By the way, that last St. Louis series where they lost 2 or 3 and it was ugly was August 10th, and they were coming off of losing 2 or 3 to Toronto August 7th.
Yeah,
so they were in the middle of a losing streak.
Comparative to last
held
year.
it until the team got hot again.
Yes.
And then released the Hounds. Love to see that.
So now, if I'm paying an extra 11%, I'm okay.
11% is, what's the average inflation raise that an employee might get in most companies?
Yes.
3%?
Now, if they were paying Dodger kind of money in taxes, okay, give me the 11%.
You mean stealing life insurance policies from people and fraudulently spending?
Let's put this in perspective. I looked at my invoice from 2023. 3.5 years ago it came out. My tickets were $2,050 for 3 seats. Now,
this is 3 years ago.
Yeah,
$2,050.
the tickets now for 2027 are $3,150.
Whoa!
That is a 54% increase in my ticket plan since 2023.
Oh.
Now, I went back because I said, obviously, the payroll's going up proportionally
54%. Yeah.
Nah, it's going up 17% since 2023.
Ooh.
So, Mr. Middleton, no, we're not even touching on the increase in beers.
Well, I was just going to ask you
and
next.
what the Surfsides I can buy at the state store for what, $2.50 a pop for $10?
Yeah.
They're charging like $18.
The large ones are $32 in the
they're
stadium.
out of control. They're just bleeding us right now, and
Are you close to a breaking point? I mean, I know how much you love.
I've had them for 22 years, so I
at what
really like
point-
my seats.
Yeah, you have really good seats. You have people in a community around you.
I've been with the same people all around us, so it's like community. So
54% rate
since
hike in
2023
3 years.
Yeah, they've been crushing us with a 17.5% increase in what they're paying players. So yeah, I'm irritated.
My mom always said, "What are you going to be so stubborn and cut off your nose in spite of your face?"
Right.
I am stubborn, and I have breaking points on
I hear you.
disposable income and spending. It's like why I don't go to live games as much as I used to. I haven't been to an Eagles game maybe since the NFC Championship game with you. Like, if I'm not getting a credential, I don't really go often. I take the girls to Phillies games because they love it, and it makes my soul shine.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not buying any season ticket plans. I'm not doing this and that. I'm going to individual games and like.
I just bought more season tickets.
Oh my God.
We tried to get, because it's like a very nice guy night out with your buddies.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's try and get Sixers tickets. But you know what they're doing with the deposits?
It's the most expensive tickets in the NBA.
But you know what they do with the deposits? If you want to get into the lottery now to get a game,
you have to put something down.
Plan, you got to put a deposit down to get in the lottery. And if you don't hit the lottery, you don't get your money back.
That's insane.
You have to spend it on other tickets over the course of the season.
They'll give you individual game tickets.
Yes. So what we did, we just bought Flyers tickets.
Did you really?
Yeah,
we bought a
12-game plan.
You're all Porter toned up?
Yeah, so I'm in on that. But the Phillies...
Same crew, Jason and the guys?
Jason, you know the guys, Murph and Bobcat.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Guys are flyered up, the orange and the black.
Yes, but what these Phillies are doing right now to the fans... 54% since 2023. And I mean...
That's outrageous.
And the payroll hasn't gone up that much. I feel like they were cheap going into this offseason. And I know everyone says, they're spending $285 million. That's not cheap. But look at what they're doing to the season ticket holders.
What's their rev share?
Well, the thing is, when you look at how much revenue they put towards their payroll, it's like 67%, I think, as of like last year.
Look at VG breaking down their books.
But yeah, and the Dodgers are at like 74%. So 7%
and that's
is
built on a house of fraudulent cards.
Yeah. I think the Yankees spend more. There's a handful of teams that spend more percentage of their payroll.
I would never call the Phillies cheap because I think they spend efficiently when it comes to building their roster.
They spend poorly.
Yeah, well, totally. When you're paying Taijuan Walker and Nick Castellanos $38 million down the toilet this year, why does it have to come out of your pocket?
That's not my problem. I didn't do that. The billionaire did it. So if you're worth $4.8 billion now, maybe you're worth $4.6 billion next year because you don't get it off of us.
4%.
It's outrageous. 54%.
It's outrageous, and it's taking and like one of the worst takes I have is I miss bad baseball because I used to love the days of going down to the vet and just grabbing a standing room ticket for like $12. I miss the days of like.
I mean, you can get tickets cheap now.
If you wait
selling out like they
have,
to
use the Game Time app. You can wait till the last minute and grab some cheap zone deals and stuff. It is possible, but like you have to work at it. Yeah, and season ticket holders just get the screws put to them.
And what they charged us for, like, I didn't even do All-Star Game or a home run derby because the tickets were astronomical.
Yeah.
Like $450 face value.
Yeah.
More than a World Series.
I got offered several All-Star tickets to pay. No freebies. And I was like, what was that price you said? Excuse me? Yeah. To go see home runs get hit?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
doing
good.
You a favor. That's face value.
Yeah. I'm like, that's 2 weeks of groceries in my house. Are you out of your mind?
Right.
Like, it's so sad.
$11 for a souvenir soda now. The souvenir cup's worthless.
Yeah.
It's worthless. Unless you're 6 years old, it's your first game, maybe you get it. It's got Ed Wade on it some days. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like,
they have a Bryce pack that they were hawking on TV the other night. The Bryce-sicle. And it's 3 hot dogs, popcorn, 2 sodas, and and 3 tasty cakes. and it's like $45. I was like, that popcorn cost you 8 cents.
I go to Wawa. I can redo that at Wawa for
Those hot dogs
for like $9.
All right, the popcorn, hot dogs, and tasty. That's maybe $10 market resale.
Right.
At Wawa. Love Wawa. It's always there for you on the go.
Yeah.
And 2 fountain sodas. So we're like
The fountain sodas. What do they pay? 11 cents for the syrup, and then the cup is 4 cents. They're going to charge you $11 for it. Here's also parkas, the ponchos when it rains. Right? I'm down there when it rains. And you're thinking people want to stay. People want to spend this crazy money. You go to a ballpark to buy a park. It's $12. Like a poncho. Give us a $3 poncho. I know you could look up a poncho with your logo on it costs $3. Give us a poncho for $3.50, $4. You got to charge $12 just so we can stay dry and spend more money.
Yeah, I mean, the defenders of ownership will be like, well, you can bring in a sandwich and you don't have to spend the money.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make sure it's in a clear bag because I bought soft pretzels down there and they're not in a clear bag. Like you can't come in with that bag. I was like, it's a bag of soft pretzels I just bought out front. I had to go walk away, stick the bag in my pocket, and walk through with the pretzels in my hand, and then go right through the security, pull the bag out. It's ridiculous.
I had to do that before too. That's it. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And as we know, soft pretzels the #1 Philadelphia item.
Oh, and here's the advice: if you're going from the subway to the ballpark, do not buy pretzels off the first guy. You're like, oh my God, he's almost out of pretzels. 2 for $8.
Oh.
As you get closer, they have more inventory because everyone bought it the first guy, and they're like 2 for $6. 2 for $5. So wait till the last guy right before the ballpark before you buy yourself.
Yeah, that's good soft pretzel game stadium knowledge there by VG.
$70 after ticket. One guy to go down and have a soda, a sandwich, and like popcorn.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I feel bad because I don't feel bad because I'm teaching my daughters the value of like what everything is. I don't want them just frivolously like, oh, let's do this and let's do that. And the other night, Skylar was like, let's go down to a Phillies game on that night. And I was like, Skylar, how much do you think that would cost mom and dad to take all 4 of us down to a Phillies game? And I'll tell her straight up. And I'm like, you do the 4 tickets and this and that, and you grab a hot dog and an ice cream, and mom and dad have a beer or 2. I was like, that's a $450 or $500 night. And she'll go, because she is starting to understand what how hard $10 and $20 is to get for her. And I'm like, yeah, that's like you want to go to the Phillies game? That's costing mom and dad $500. I'm not saying it to make her feel bad.
Right.
But I'm making her realize it's crazy.
It's
Dude, bonkers.
It's
ruined live sports for me. I just prefer my 75-inch TV and crock pot and free wings in my own bathroom and beer. It sucks.
The own bathroom is nice. I mean,
yeah. But it does suck the cost of live sports
anymore. The mom and pop hardware store supply chain is more expensive. This is a baseball team. If you don't even need a profit because every year the value of your asset goes up like $400 million.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a billionaire already. Like, come on.
And what's the TV deal? Like, how much money are they getting from that?
Right.
All owners have a rev share in Major League Baseball and NFL. They get a piece of the pie.
It's the player salaries that are the issue.
All right. And it's going to lead to a lockout this offseason. Yeah. Can't wait until December 1st when Major League Baseball has a lockout. All right, VG, it is college football week 0.
Oh, yeah.
We got Eagles, Pats on Saturday. Football is right around the corner. I can't wait for September 13th. I'm jonesing for the real stuff. Let's talk to our man, Baldy.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football. Oh, Baldy.
Baldy!
Yo, what's up, brother?
Happy almost football season. It's week 0 of college, man. We got the real stuff.
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, we're all jonesing for it. So let's get it out there. We got to get through a couple, more of these bad preseason games. But, it's the time to evaluate some of these young guys.
Yeah.
We'll see. But, the guys are getting their work done, man. We're building up to it. It's a little ramp-up period here.
So where were you this week, Baldy? I think I saw some Green Bay footage from you. Where else did you get to?
Yeah, I was just yesterday I was in this Giants-Dolphins scrimmage. It was literally hot. I mean, it was down in Miami. It was hotter than Hades, man. But I tell you, Harbaugh and Jeff Hafley, I mean, they went at it, man. It was over 2.5 hours. I thought I'd see more players cramping than I saw, but it was brutal yesterday.
What's your impression of the Giants? How's Jackson Dart look? How's Scatabo, OBJ? They got some names up there now.
I tell you, looked good yesterday, bro. It was Najee Harris. Najee Harris looked like it won't surprise me if he's their starting running back. He's the best. That's the best shape now he's coming off an Achilles tear, but you couldn't tell yesterday. He scored down the goal line. He had a breakaway run yesterday. He looked really good, and he looked really lean. I don't know, like they're just a much bigger team, bro, than they've ever been. CC Marinoa at right guard. This Arvell Reese, he's going to be a star. He's just going to be a star. They were like Patrick Paul's a good left tackle for Miami. The right tackle, Austin Jackson, he struggled a little bit. I mean, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, they were in the backfield all day yesterday. They're going to be a better team. It really comes down to Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors.
Yeah,
And Jackson Dart, because he can make wow plays, but then he's still way too frenetic. Wants to take off way too quickly. Like these guys just don't survive. And so, and if Malik Neighbors comes back with Isaiah Likely, the backs, how big they are, they can fill in enough around them to be a good offense.
Baldy, so up in Foxborough, the Eagles and Pats get done 2 days of camp, and our own Bo Wolf and E.J. Smith and others are up there, and a lot of people said A.J. Brown was hands down the best player on the field. It certainly feels like the Eagles offense is going to, while they may be deeper at wide receiver, it does feel like they're going to miss the presence of A.J. Brown on the field.
Bro, I was up there 2 weeks ago, and I saw A.J. I talked to him, and he was great. But literally, he goes up against Christian Gonzalez every play. Like, he's seeing, nothing against Quinyon, but there's only a couple 6'2" corners, Patrick Surtain. There's only a couple guys that are that big, that competitive, that young, that healthy. Like, it was literally a war. And they were fighting. I mean, they go at it. It's not like this friendly little thing out there. And you saw that competitive juice from A.J. the last couple of days, going up against the Eagles. Like, it's not personal. It's just the way he wants to play the game. And I guess he's somewhat misunderstood, and I'm not trying to defend him, but, like, that guy likes to just break your sword, break your will. That's how he likes to play the game. And if he does, it's not about, how many targets, you're forgetting. It's really, can I get a chance to go beat Quinyon? Can I go beat Christian Gonzalez? Can I beat the best in the league? And so he's in a good spot. He loves Vrabel, loved him from day one when he got drafted, likes the way he coaches the team, wasn't a knock on Nick. But the Eagles don't have a guy like that.
No.
And so you can talk about Dontayvion, Wicks, or whoever you want to talk about. They don't have a player like A.J.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And Baldy, the other thing coming out of camp, and he's been having a great camp, and apparently had a great joint practice 2 days against the Pats, and that's Jalyx Hunt. What do you think the ceiling is for Jalyx Hunt?
I saw him this year and talked to him at the SAC Summit out in Vegas. And sometimes you get a feel for a young kid when the veterans, Von Miller, Max Crosby, if they really start, Willie McGinnis was out there, Lawrence Taylor was out there. Like, sometimes you get a feel for a young player when the veterans gravitate to him and they really kind of take him under their wing and they're pulling him aside and showing him this and showing him that. It was like that with Jared Verse when he was out there this year too. I feel like Jalyx Hunt has this unusual, like, you can't put him in a category, bro. He just has incredible power. He's got great movement. And I feel like he's going to end up being, like, I know they traded for Jonathan Greenard and all. I feel like he's going to be their best pass rusher. I think he's got a breakout year in him, 10 plus sacks, but just a factor that if he gets one-on-one against some of these tackles or he's coming on these stunts, like, his ability to change direction, come with power, mix it up, win on a second move. Like, I feel it's all there for him.
And Baldy, the nature of him being a college safety, like, he had a interception on a Riq Woolen pass breakup to end practice yesterday. He had picks last year. Like, that freak nature, he can couple it together with his pass rushing ability. It's exciting.
Yeah. No, it is. It is because he's just a young player. Didn't play a lot his rookie year. Got more last year. Overshadowed by the guys, Jalen Phillips and the guys coming in. Obviously Jalen and Jordan inside. They get a lot of the attention. But I feel like this is sometimes it usually takes 2 years for a good pass rusher to emerge. Very few guys do it in the first year. It's just so different, especially coming from the program he's coming from. Like, it won't surprise me to see him in his third year really emerge. Like, Khalil Mack didn't do it right away. Like, very few guys show it right away. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of training. But his commitment coming out there to Sac Summit, sitting down in the film room, learning with these guys out there, feeling like he belongs. Like, I think it's going to be a really good year. I'm excited, really excited for him.
Baldy's got me fired up, VG.
Baldy, I'm fired up. We saw the Eagles struggle last year with offensive line depth, and I'm irrationally obsessed with Willie Lampkin this year. Jordan Davis had a quote on Willie Lampkin that says, "I call him a bowling ball of knives. He's so short, so small, so stubby, but he's so quick and powerful. For a taller guy like me, it gives me a lot of trouble. Tremendous player, especially as center. He commands the line." Can a guy that size can he maintain success other than just flashing in a preseason game here or there?
I honestly don't know, VG. Like, I love him. He played guard. He played center last week. He'll do the same this week, I'm sure. He did the same thing when he was with the Rams. In fact, I sent tape to Jason Kelsey about him when I saw him playing with the Rams. Then the Rams cut him and the Eagles picked him up. And I'd see him, practice squad last year. I'd see him out there warming up with Stout before games and stuff. And he's got a big smile on his face. I saw him at the Senior Bowl, and I'm like, there's no way. No way he can play. But then you watch him, and I know it's preseason for the most part. Like, he's not going against these monsters that you're going to see inside during the regular season with some of these teams, or just going up against Davis or Jalen, the guys at the Eagles himself. But he does stay attached. He is incredibly powerful. He finishes every block the way you love to see guys finish. The guy has like a third lung. He never looks like he gets tired. Look, I think they've got some decent guys there. I think there's some battles going on. I don't know if he can be the ninth offensive lineman, kept on this team right now. But I also don't want to see him go someplace else because I think he can play. I just don't know the course of a season at that size. Can you be consistently good like we've seen in preseason?
Baldy's joining us on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Baldy, I've heard Jordan Mailata say Sean Mannion is a mad scientist. Lane Johnson talks about the ease in which his scheme allows them to play the game. What are you seeing in albeit a limited sample size so far, of this new look Sean Mannion offense in terms of the offensive line play? One of the other reports was Saquon was having gaping holes at practice the past 2 days. What do you expect from the O-line and the scheme this year?
I expect big things. It's a good line. It's a great back. The quarterback can learn. It was horrible last week. 4 holding calls, constant. They couldn't get a first down. It was terrible, but that's all right. I feel like there's going to be, for any of those guys, Mailata, Lane, there's going to be 6 to 8 plays a game where it's basically going to be a free play. You're going to sell the run, you sell out. There's going to be a play action, a bootleg, the plays on the other side of the field. You get to I talked to Landon Dickerson about it a couple weeks ago. You're just going to get free plays just to go run and hit people, just ear hole them. That's that part. That takes a lot of pressure off of being constantly in shotgun, constantly got to win every battle. If Juergens is sliding to the right and Dickerson's got, a monster defensive tackle that can go inside or outside, if Aaron Donald comes back, whatever it might be, that's a hard block to constantly do. Now, Landon's capable of handling it, one-on-one. Every guard has to do it. But you're going to get 6 or 8 plays a game where you just get a free play. And that takes a lot. That changes things up a little bit, takes a little the stress off. And the ball should come out quicker than what we've seen it with Jalen over the last 2 or 3 years. And it was frustrating for a guy like, say, Lane Johnson. The last thing Lane wants is a holding call because the quarterback's holding the ball for literally 5 seconds. And he's just grabbing this guy. Lane's going to let him go At some point, after 3.5 seconds, the clock in his head, he's going to let the guy go because that's when you get holding calls. When guys want to change direction because the quarterback is scrambling, and now you got your grips on him, and all the umpire, the referee sees is the jersey being pulled, and here comes the flag. They don't want that, and so I think you're going to see a lot less of that than what we've seen the last couple seasons.
Hey, Baldy, this week Mannion's going to be up in the booth. He was on the field last time as offense coordinator. In your career, did you play with coordinators that were on the sideline and up in the booth? And do you think there's an advantage to either one of them?
I never have. I didn't do that. All my play callers when I played were down the field. It's a thing. Like it kind of shows you how new this is. I talked to Sean about it a couple weeks ago, and he wasn't sure. Now, Vic is upstairs. He's got all his charts up there. Like, nobody ever says anything about Vic. Now, he's earned all his stripes with what he's accomplished in his business. But he likes being upstairs where he's got all of his spreadsheets. He can really, get into the think tank on what he wants to do, what call he wants to make, how the corners are playing, where the safeties are rotating, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes it's a good feel, when you're up there and you kind of take the emotion out of the game and just concentrate on that. But I do think there's a benefit to an offense coordinator that's on the field. He can see the quarterback coming off the field. You got a 2-minute timeout. You got a timeout period. You got a replay going on. Well, you can just sit there and talk to your quarterback. Now, you can still do it in a headset. Like, you can still talk to him. I kind of like a coach that's looking right at his quarterback, and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes for a decade now. You see that happening every time there's a timeout. So I think he's weighing all of that right now to what's the best way. Like, he wants that one-on-one with Jalen, with this, with Cam Jurgens, maybe with the lineman, whatever. But I think he wants the best place where he can be the most comfortable and call the best game, because it's all new to him.
Right.
And so I think Davis Webb with Sean Payton is going through the same thing right now. First-time play caller, young guy, very much like Sean. Very thin resume, hadn't done it before. Sean's turning it over to him this year. And I think he's trying to play with that in Denver right now.
Baldy, no doubt Devontae Smith is, we don't have any doubts or concerns about him, but the Eagles have a interesting wide receiver room this year. Probably deeper, like 3 through 7 than they've been in the past, but they don't have that clear number 2 yet. Tay Wicks is having signs of brilliance in camps, other times disappearing. Makai Lemon slow to get on the field with the hamstring. You have Hollywood Brown. You have Elijah Moore. You have a lot of options. Who do you think at the end of the season is going to be the clear-cut number 2 for the Birds?
Well, I mean, that's a long season now.
And Darius Cooper, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, Darius Cooper keeps popping. Like, he's going to make the team. My guess is it's going to be Makai Lemon. My guess is he's going to be the second guy to Devontae. It's just a matter of time right now. I don't think he's going to be a bust. But, you got to get on the field. This stuff is who a quarterback throws it to so much is what his eyes see. Like, when T.O. came, Donovan McNabb never played better. But T.O. on every single scramble drill worked his tail off to become the guy, to get in the passing lane. Antonio Brown was like that with Ben in Pittsburgh. Like, who's going to be that guy that's going to come back, adjust, come back and want the ball more than anybody else? That's who's going to get the ball. And so how you play within the system is really important. That's why it's so important for Makai to be out there, because you can draw all these plays up. I could draw them all up over here, like all of their red zone, passing concepts. I could draw them all up. How a quarterback sees it, where his eyes go. I saw Josh Allen throw a touchdown pass to Keon Coleman on his last play last week, and it's a scramble drill. And Keon Coleman did a great job of getting back, and Josh fired it and touchdown. So I'm not saying like everything's going to be a scramble drill. It's not. But still, that's an example of who's going to really want it. Who's going to win their one-on-ones? Who's going to separate the quickest? Who's going to make it the easiest throw? Like, all that stuff takes time. I think Dontayvion Wicks understands the system. He comes from Green Bay. He's been in it now. He kind of understands how the quarterback is supposed to see things. That's why I think he's been out there. He's been available. So he's probably popped early, and I think he has at times. But, at the end of the year, does Goedert have 11 touchdowns? Devontae have 10? Like, how it separates right now, I mean, I think it's anybody's guess. But my guess isn't it's not going to be somebody. It's not going to be Hollywood Brown. I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's like really outside of the fact he can run fast. I don't think he's a special player.
Baldy, do these systems of Shanahan and McVay, do they lend itself you can have success with, instead of having two stubs, you have Devontae and a handful of guys that are more close to league average and still have success?
Well, you can. I guess you can. But, I mean, you look at Jackson Smith and Jigba with Kubiak, leads the league in receiving. You look at Puka, leads the league in receiving. You look at Devontae Adams, leads the league in touchdowns. I mean, you go through all these systems. You look at Kevin O'Connell with when Sam Darnold was there, and look at what Justin Jefferson did. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna go to your number one guy. Like I would think Devontae, and he's been very healthy for the most part of his whole career and knows how to take. Like I would expect him to have 100 catches in this offense. It's just the way it's going to go. You're going to scheme a lot of this stuff off play action, basically for one guy. Now you're going to have a second and third read. There's going to be a progression. But even to go back to the West Coast offense, the X receiver, Jerry Rice, is going to catch 80 passes back then. The tight end's going to catch 60. The back's going to get, Roger Craig's going to get, 50. I mean, that's just the way it plays itself out if you're on the field every week.
Baldy, last one from me. I'm curious. Von Miller signs with the Cowboys last year. He waxed poetically the other day about seeing Dak at a casino this offseason before he knew he was going to be a Cowboy. And he's like, Dak, your time is coming. You guys are a good team down there. And then he ends up with them. He said it was, it was destiny. What do you think of the Cowboys this year? It seems like they have a pretty good team on paper. What's the Baldy prediction for the boys? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know Von pretty good. He's still a partier, man. He's from DeSoto High School, man. He's from Dallas. Yeah. His chicken farm is right there. Like, that's where he spends his time. I go down and I see him at the offensive line masterminds. He's training next door with pass rushers. He's always working out. Like, he got 9 sacks last year in Washington, playing 30%.
Sneaky.
Like, he can still do it. There's no doubt. Now, the one thing, Vaughn's a great teacher. Guys, Malachi Lawrence, Rashawn Gary's been working out with him down in Texas for years. They should be better. Park Washington's a hell of a coach. But no team was worse. The Cowboys been around for 65 years, bro. No team ever gave up 511 points. They were pathetic. They couldn't play man coverage. They couldn't play zone coverage. They couldn't tackle. They were pathetic last year. Now, can you make a jump to give up from 511 to 350? That'd be coach of the year type stuff from Parker. Now, they've got a better roster. Their corners stunk last year. Like, are the corners going to be any better? Caleb Downs should tackle better than any safety they had last year. They still got to put this thing together, but my guess is the offense should be very good. And if the defense is playing with the lead, they got enough cats. But the only thing I'll say, bro, because I played there, they just gave Quinnen a big fat check, right? Dallas is different than every other city. Like, you can get into so much trouble when you leave that facility. I mean, every day you could get into trouble. There's something happening everywhere in that town. And that's one of the, I've said this to Jerry before. It's too easy. It's too much fun in Dallas. The players, I don't know how you just stay focused because of the temptations that are everywhere in that town. Now, and that's why they haven't done anything in 30 years. Like, they don't have Troy and Michael just trying to keep them out of trouble. But you get these guys paid, they're in Dallas. There's nothing bigger than a Cowboy in Dallas, Texas. Nothing's bigger. So that's my caution to Parker. It's not like that in Philly.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier to stay a little more focused.
And we got a super chat from Hershey Hawkins for $4.99. He wants to know, Baldy, how this year's Eagles O and D lines compare against their Super Bowl teams. Are they as good?
Well, Makai Becton had one great year in his whole life, and it was playing right guard next to Lane. and he was awesome. Now he's not even in the league right now. I mean, because he's such a, anyways, they can't coach him anymore. But that's, Tyler Steen's a good player, very consistent, out there every day. He doesn't have the power. Nobody has the power of Makai Becton. He was 375-pound mauler inside. So just that alone, I would say they're not as good. But if Lane is Lane, and Malida is who he is, and Landon is healthy this year, they should be pretty close to what they were Super Bowl year. I think they got some depth there right now. So I would think that's going to be good. And then the pass rush, look, Milton Williams got a big fat check going to New England. They all hugging him up the other day. I want to see, like, if Nolan Smith looked like Nolan Smith from the Super Bowl year. Because if he comes back and he plays like he's like healthy Nolan Smith, he's a great kid and a hard worker. They could be every bit as good in the trenches as they were.
All right, Baldy, as we wrap up, I lied. We're ranking. It's rank week here at All City, and we've been ranking stuff all week. Today, since it's Friday, happy hour, VG and I are ranking our top 5 cocktails of all time. Give me Baldy's. You've traveled the world. You've had cocktails everywhere. What's the top 3 cocktails for Baldy?
Well, I'm looking at the top shelf tequila.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm a tequila, water, and lime guy, or just tequila and ice and lime. That's number one.
That's number one spot.
Around.
All right.
Like, we're gonna party, let's go.
Yeah.
I might chase it down with some Coronas or whatever, but let's go. Like, if we're gonna get it going, I'm gonna be in Vegas tonight. Like, I'm literally leaving on a flight at 4:00 today. At 9:00 tonight, I'm gonna be right in the Bellagio at a bar, and they're gonna be flowing. All right. So if you think I'm chatty right now, wait till I got 8. like nobody's gonna stop me.
Hey,
so
you got to settle a disagreement we had. We also ranked our greatest Eagles of all time. I went Reggie White. Bro went Lane Johnson. Where would Baldy come in at?
I mean, look, I have a bro love affair, bromance with Lane. But I played with Reggie and played against Reggie. I mean, I saw Lawrence Taylor a couple weeks ago, Bruce Smith's all-time sack leader. I think Reggie, there's never been another football player that was as talented as Reggie at any position. Eric Dickerson, Tom Brady. You go through a list of all the great players. He was 6'5.5". We had a scale in the locker room, and it was an electronic scale. I remember one time, like in December, Reggie jumped on the scale going into the shower. And when he jumped off the scale, it was still climbing at 328. Right? And who knows where it went? Who knows where it finished? Like, he's 325 pounds and could throw 350-pound men off the screen. Like, we've never seen, and as great as Lane is, and there's no, like, literally there's no decline in his play over 14 years now.
Yeah.
But Reggie's the greatest Eagle. And maybe, like, Michael Jack, I mean, you go through Bobby Clark, you go through the list of all the great athletes in Philadelphia, Dr. J, whatever. I mean, I think Reggie's the best athlete ever play sports in Philly.
Wow. We'll end on that note. What a send-off. Baldy, enjoy Vegas. We're getting close to kickoff time. It's a great time of the year. And
yes, it is.
We'll talk again soon, buddy.
Good seeing you, bro. Be good, man. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
I'll throw one back for you in Vegas tonight.
Hey, Baldy, I'm leaving this afternoon. I'm going to Spain, and I'm spending the last 3 days at Sitges, that little town you told me about.
Oh, you're going to Sitges?
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, go. What's the name of the hotel? I'm trying to think of the name of the hotel.
Should he pack his man thong?
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. There's 2 beaches. You just want to go to one of the beaches. You don't want to go to the other one.
I got you. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Baldy. Safe travels, man.
The town doesn't close at night, so you can go up till the sun comes up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, see you, brother.
Be good, guys.
See ya. Baldy's the absolute best. Joining us on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. How about that? He's going to Vegas tonight, throwing back some clears. Who's got it better than Baldy? What a life.
Nobody.
Yeah. All right, Devon Givens might have it better than Baldy. He joins us next. Don't go anywhere. We're just taking care of some business. Be right back.
Hey, have you been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home? This is it. Ashley's Labor Day sale is happening right now with some of the lowest prices of the season. You'll find hot buys for every room starting at just $4.99, plus find savings up to $1,000 store-wide, and with 0% interest for 60 months, and buy now, pay later financing. How about that? It's never been easier to bring your home the furniture you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Ashley's Labor Day sale in-store or online, or take advantage of these incredible savings while they last. For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City have come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com. Hey, if you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home, this is it. Ashley's Labor Day sale is happening right now with some of the lowest prices of the season. You'll find hot buys for every room starting at just $4.99, plus find savings up to $1,000 store-wide, and with 0% interest for 60 months, and buy now, pay later financing. How about that? It's never been easier to bring your home the furniture you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Ashley's Labor Day sale in-store or online, or take advantage of these incredible savings while they last.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens. ATCQ in my head all day now.
What?
Devon Givens, NBA. And he is today's big takeaway. I just wasn't presented by our friends at Xfinity, locking a 5-year price guarantee. I just wasn't good at alliterating a tribe. It took me a minute because I'm a slow man, Devon. Sometimes the brain
said tribe.
Yeah, I should have just said tribe, but I don't know. Copyright issues. I'm trying to avoid it, VG. Devon, what's up?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much, Devon. I was thinking last night. I'm doing the run a show, and I see a couple of the Sixers doing runs out west, and I was just thinking, like, damn, this might be the most excited I've ever been for Sixers basketball in my life.
Yeah, easily. We've had plenty of other opportunity. Obviously, the Iverson years and
Sure.
the run that they made that year, but nothing with the anticipation like this one going into the start of the season. So
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I'm
because-
sitting here thinking about September 13th for the Eagles and the Birds season kickoff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
September 28th, Sixers Media Day, seeing those
only a
4
few-
guys walk around the gym, those 5 guys walk around the gym, like, damn.
Yeah,
Will
no.
LeBron even be there for media day? Was he going to be walking around the gym? Will he show up for that?
He has to. I mean, but look, I don't know. Yeah, because he got to do his photos. This is the first time the media is going to be able to speak to him. Got to do his uniform photos and all of that. Is he going to be walking around like everybody else normally does? I don't know. That part I don't know. But I'd imagine that once we get to that point, there'll be so much different media there for his media responsibility for him that he would have to sit down at different spots and have conversations with everyone and why he made the decision that he has. But yeah, I mean, just seeing the videos and seeing those guys, those 3 workout, Maxey, Brown, and LeBron workout, Maxey on his own doing some things, Maxey working out with Embiid and VJ here in Philadelphia. So it's just great to see all of those guys getting their summer work in. Anthony Simons, there's been videos that
Forget about
posted
him.
About him. So,
Like, they're so deep now too. It's insane.
Yeah, and of course, Philon is working out with the Riq Hunt's summer league runs. So it's just cool, man. I mean, we keep saying it over and over again. Even before the LeBron thing happened, while we were talking about it, the Jaylen Brown trade went down. We were thrilled about that. We hadn't yet gotten over the shock of him being the 76ers, and immediately we jump into the LeBron James conversation because of why wouldn't he choose Philadelphia over some of these other spots? Then the whiteboard happens, and whoa, this could be real. And then he makes that decision. So it's still, even though we're pretty much a month away from him making that decision, and we're all still like, yo, we got a super chat yesterday that said, oh yeah, LeBron James is a bleeping Sixer. So that's where people are still. We're in the dead of August, getting ready for football, like you said, Jay, and Sixers are on the mind.
Yeah, they're like on my mind as much as the Eagles, and that's insane to even say out loud. But Devon, 3:00 today, Sixers show, Derek Bodner, Kyle Neubeck. Make sure you tune in. Devon, I saw the clips. I think sometimes NBA Twitter will bite me where they'll repurpose an old clip. Like I brought up to Kyle the other day, the Bahaman runs for VJ and shooting 55%. He was like, yeah, that was a month ago. I was like, I know, but I saw it again and got excited all over again. I saw Jamal Crawford's Seattle run, some highlights of LeBron. It looked like it was fresh. Maybe it was old. But LeBron's still above the rim, high flying, throwing down dunks. We did the greatest athletes ranking this week. I don't know if we've ever seen a run like this. He's 41, going to be 42 years old. He's been playing for 20 plus years. 24 years. I think you could make the case he's the greatest athlete of all time just for the durability and longevity.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You can, I mean, there are not many people that are going to argue against it and say that he shouldn't at least be in that conversation because of the point that you're making. I think those Jamal Crawford runs were from a few years ago.
Damn it!
I think
NBA Twitter's they'll get you on there.
Yeah, those might be the older ones. I don't know that he did. Maybe he did, but I know he was there a few years ago in Seattle for those runs.
I blame Ball's life.
Well, they're just, to your point, repurposing everything because of
damn you,
how big the summer is with his decision. But yeah, I mean, looking at him as the greatest athlete, going into year 24, longevity overall, the fact that he knows that, he and his team know that, and that's why you're probably going to see him play a little bit longer than this year. He signed a 2-year deal. I would imagine he plays 2 more years. Will they both be in Philadelphia? We'll worry about that after the season. But I think he's going to keep playing. He's going to add to that. He's seen what Tom Brady has done. He's seen what some of these other athletes have done, playing later into their careers and still being effective like he is. So it wouldn't shock me at all if he keeps going. Where you talked about being 42, I don't know, something for me. Just 45 seems like right. You think of that and you say, can he play until 45?
When it's colonoscopy age, it might be time to hang him up.
Or you should go to
you can still get it done.
Gift store, be like over the hill balloons and stuff for like your 40th or 45th birthday.
Right. Yeah. But can you see it where he is so in tune of history, and as you just said, the greatest of all time. Tom Brady tried to go as in terms of into his career as long as possible. You don't think LeBron James, knowing Tom Brady, also is not thinking that, hey, can I get to that number? Can I get?
He's like, I'm a better athlete than that dork eating avocado ice cream. I'm gonna prove
it. Right. So that wouldn't shock me at all. But for right now, for today, and for what we're about to witness in a few weeks once training camp gets underway, yeah, man, and seeing these highlights is
so exciting.
It's just so it's so cool.
And I'm happy for you guys. You've seen some bad ball in your day, you, Derek, and Kyle. I'm happy for you three.
Yeah, it's all about us. So selfishly, I mean, we said it once all the moves were finalized, complete, done, that this is easily the biggest season that I've ever covered. And while I may not be in the gym and the arena as much as I used to be, just being able to talk about this on a daily basis still and talk about this team, easily the one that this tops everything. And this is what we do it for the love of the sport. This is why we get into it. But then also you do want to cover a team that's a competitor, one that gives you a chance to be around a team that could make a deep run and possibly win the whole thing. So this is exciting just to be able to do this with Derek, Kyle, and Bree, have this in our backyard of this basketball team and what they ultimately could accomplish this season. this is one that you don't forget. I mean, you remember where you were when Jalen Brown was traded. You remember when LeBron James signed.
Yeah, I was
and you'll certainly
31,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean coming back from Ireland, and
There you go.
LeBron osmosis told me to get on Wi-Fi and check my phone.
Yeah, yeah. So you remember, you just know, and you know what day it was, all that Friday news dump, all that cool
Yeah.
stuff. But now this is the one, and we'll see what they do and how they end it all. But to start it, the off-season conversation, things going into media day, all the excitement overall, talks about the season tickets, talk about ticket sales in general, the jerseys. They can't bring back the black ones. People are upset, but hey, no problem. You'll still find a way to get your hands on one. That's where the level of excitement is. And look, this is a player that you know is only going to be here for what? Minimum 1 year, but max right now 2. And he has the entire fan base going insane, has the city going insane, has the Sixer fans that are no longer here that live in different parts of the country or the world because of lifestyle changes, work, whatever it may be. And you're only getting a few years of this one player,
I know.
LeBron James, but it's not taken away from what he now means to this city and to this franchise.
Yesterday, Harden agrees to a 3-year, $97 million deal. So in 35 years, when your grandchild says, Grandpa Devon, James Harden was one of the first 4 guys that made $500 million in his career. Why'd they pay him so much? He never won anything. Why are they paying this guy so much money?
500 mil.
500 mil.
Because he was one of those guys that in his era of basketball with the 3-point shot, Steph Curry changed it. James Harden was, in an argument at that point of, he won 2 MVPs and he averaged 36 at one point, 35, 36 at one point one season, because that's how great of an offensive player he was. And his passing ability, while his defense wasn't there, while he didn't have playoff success, didn't win a championship, he was just one of the greatest of all time as an offensive player. And when you have the CBA and money thrown around like that, stars like James Harden are going to get paid. And he and his reps are great at what they do in terms of, outside of the last one here in Philadelphia with Daryl Morey, did not give him that contract.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
They've done a brilliant job of finding ways to make sure that he gets paid the max. But he also does it for the team too, where he will opt out, make sure that there's flexibility for them to do their thing, but the language and the numbers needs to be right for him in order to re-sign and get the money that he feels he's deserving of. So that's what I would say to anybody 35 years from now, why we're having the conversation about James Harden being a Hall of Famer, $500 million man. That's where I would go.
Devon, if your grandchildren are like, Devon, who was the better bag getter? Was it James Harden or Kirk Cousins?
That's a great question. You can argue because Kirk Cousins was a second-round pick. No. Second-round pick, right?
Yeah. They took him the same year as RG3. Didn't they go back to back?
Yes. I just wasn't sure if it was second or third.
It might have been third, but yeah.
Yeah. You could argue because of that,
sure,
and getting guaranteed money in the NFL.
And Harden's a better player.
And that he is the one that's the best bag getter, especially for the sport, where you don't have guaranteed contracts. And even for quarterbacks, you only get a certain amount of money that's guaranteed and all. You could argue that Kirk Cousins might be the best bag getter. Wow, that's a really good question. I might go Kirk Cousins.
He might be the best bag getter of all time, to be honest with you.
His reps, man, put them in the Hall of Fame.
Devon, to close out rank week, we are doing today, 12 o'clock, it's coming out, the best all-time Philadelphia sports uniforms. Staff voted, diehards voted. We collected like a sample size of almost 800 people, a little smaller for the localized ones today. What was Devon Givens' top 3 all-time Philadelphia uniforms?
I don't remember what I put on the voting. I do know that I put the black jerseys for the Sixers. I do know I put that one on there.
I think you'll be seeing that today in the top 5. Yep.
Yeah, I think I want to say I put the powder blue
Yep.
Phillies
I have a feeling
on
you'll see
there,
that one.
and maybe the Kelly Green
I have a feeling you'll see that
Eagles.
one too.
So I mean, again, we all know those are the standard ones that we talk about. You can mix in some others that were some favorites, like the Sixers Spectrum, the
I
um,
love the Spectrum one.
yeah, Sixers Spectrum. Of
The
course, the
white in
Flyers
particular.
Orange. Right, right. The Flyers Orange, the sweater that one has to be in the mix as well. So I would probably say I don't remember which one I did, but I think those 5 were on there.
All right. Devon, Sixers
Yeah.
show, 3 o'clock today. He joins us for the Xfinity big deal today. Devon, happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Later. Devon Givens, NBA. It's going to be stuck in my head all day now. Thanks,
Nice.
VG.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take care of some quick business. We'll come back, do some nugs, and then we got to talk to Dr. Chad Rubenstein about this Jonathan Greenard injury and why this maybe is taking a little bit longer than Eagles fans had hoped. We got TV TODD still to come, a back in the day, a top 5 cocktails, lots to get to. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're looking for the perfect way to cool off before summer's over, Rita's Water Ice is the place to go, and there's a brand new topping my girls are pumped about, the Shirley Temple Italian Ice, and it tastes just like the classic drink we all know and love. Want to take it to the next level? Add Shirley Sprinkles. That's a no-brainer for my girls. And while you're there, grab the limited edition Shirley Temple Cup. Snap a photo of it, post it on social media, and you could win free Rita's for a year. But don't wait. The flavor's only around for a limited time. And Rita's is about more than great flavor. The Italian ice is made fresh daily with fresh fruit. Their frozen custard is unbelievably creamy. And if you've never had a gelati, get one. I'm a misto man. Mango misto, can't go wrong. You're missing out. Before you head over, download the Rita's app and find the location nearest you. Order ahead, and if you're a new app user, you might get a free small treat just for signing up. With so many flavors to mix and match, the combinations are endless. Rita's Ice, custard, happiness. Be cool, go to Rita's.
Let's talk about Ace Hardware Home Services. They're so important this time of year. Heat and humidity sneaking in. The AC might not be cranking like it should, and temperatures are changing. It's getting warmer, so don't worry. If you got issues, Ace Hardware Home Services, they got you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical, they're trusted pros that bring the same helpful service you know from the Ace stores right to your home, right to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore. And it's important. They got the right people. They bring the right tools, the right know-how. They got everything you need. So whether it's a quick fix or a big summer project, they've got all the tools. They've got the know-how. Then the people to get the job done right. You see their trucks all around town. All your neighbors are using them. Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful to your home. It's that helpful you love from the store right to your home. So visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today to get started on your next home repair project.
Yeah, we got a super chat. Let's get to it, VG. This is the Anthony Gargano show here in the Xfinity studio presented by Bet Parks. What do we got on the super chat?
Our Hersey Hawkins back.
I love Hersey Hawkins.
99. Yeah.
What university? Come on.
Bradley?
Yeah, you got it.
What would be better, Eagles bringing back white 85 to 95 jerseys, or Sixers bring back red jerseys from 83?
Ooh. So did you catch the Eagles social media clip last week with the helmets?
White helmet showed up.
The white helmet was one of the 4. So they did the blind, match the helmet, social media, Copperfield stuff. And the white helmet snuck its way in there.
I saw that.
You think that's telling us something?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that over the horizon
next year. It's pretty sweet.
I don't love the all white.
I need to see the full thing, but the helmet itself is
white
sweet.
Top, white pants, white helmet. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, you might need to work some green into the torso and pants, but the helmet itself is sweet.
For Hershey, I'm partial to the Sixers red jerseys from 83.
Red one's sweet.
Question 1998 says he hates the Phillies maroon color. What?
I don't like the Phillies maroon color either.
What? You like the red over the maroon?
Are you talking about the old school like Andrew McCutcheon?
Well, just the fat,
the fat P with the dark maroon,
like just a hat or just that.
The
color
hat's
in
good,
general.
but the uniform. Remember when
pinstripes? Would you rather have the maroon?
Can you find the Andrew
Google
Andrew McCutcheon dark?
Would you rather have the maroon pinstripes or the red pinstripes?
Red.
Yeah, I see. I go maroon.
But are you talking about the same solid? Not the solid.
They wore
the solid one was terrible.
Yeah, that's like a batting jersey.
Yeah,
they wore
but they wore it a couple times.
But no, they used to have the pinstripes. Used to be maroon. Their home jerseys. Their home.
Oh, those ones. Okay, I thought you were talking about the full color palette of maroon because those are gross. I think I like the red better.
You like the red hat over the maroon hat?
I think so.
Oof, yeah, I'm out.
Wait, do you mean this?
Maybe I could go either way. Yeah, those ones that McCutcheon wore.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I would.
Those are bad.
Yeah.
That's powder blue
over. That's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about those at first.
So we like to. Uncle Frank is in. We like to do his tweet, his
Uncle
chat
Frank
comments. Let me find this one. I don't know what this means that we never do when he puts something in the chat, so we'll figure it out. I guess he's traveling. T minus 171 minutes till splashdown the sand, sipping clear cigar and half a gummy.
Nice. Have a good day on the beach there, Uncle
Sipping
Frank.
a clear cigar? Is that?
It's sipping a clear, cigar.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big cigar
guy. Grammarly, Uncle Frank.
I'll have like 2 cigars a year. The only place I really like to do it is the beach, and then that's
You're not
annoying.
a golf course guy, are you?
It becomes annoying on the golf course.
I hate the golf course cigar
because I like to sit down and relax. Either give me by the pool or by the beach for a cigar where I can fully lounge and relax my body. The golf course, you're picking it up, you're putting it down, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So enjoy that cigar, Uncle Frank. All right, let's get to before Dr. Craig Rubenstein joins us to talk Jonathan Greenard, and then we got TV Todd. I got sucked into a hour-long Netflix sucked me in for an hour last night. Stayed up too late. New show. We'll talk TV and movies with Todd. Let's get to VG's Nuts.
VG's Nuts. Nuts. It's just time for VG's Nuts. VG's Nuts. Nuts.
VG's Nugs presented by Golden Nugget Jewelers.
Then Uncle Frank comes back with a wrong comma. The Hassa needed to in that big contract since couch, dance charges have grown exponentially. We don't need the comma between couch and dance. Couch dance.
You getting a couch dance from the missus?
Reread that like 10 times.
Frank, have yourself a weekend, pal. Couch dances, cigars,
starting
clears,
early.
and gummies. Yeah. What a weekend at Uncle Frank's house.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us, VG?
We love a good dad bod, so it's nice to see one.
I am Dad Bod Nation.
Like Paul Skeen's dad bodded out.
Yeah, people are saying he's Livy Dunzo.
Now, how does it? All right, listen. That could be me.
Oh, I'd trade my body for that right now.
If the pagan, my wife is walking next to me, keeping it together,
you gotta put the shirt on.
Responsibility to at least put my shirt on. Yes.
So Paul Skeens is having
they're saying
a
his
weird
velocity's dropped. You know what?
Dude, he hasn't hit over 98.5 miles an hour in like 6 starts.
There's a lot of girth he's throwing around now.
He is falling off a cliff this year.
He's eating off a cliff, apparently.
Livy Dunzo, people are saying it.
Fit Dad, CEO, $20 super chat. Uncle Frank just gave me a stroke trying to read
that. Yeah. Uncle Frank, we're all a little less smart for after reading that one. But his numbers this year, VG, he's up to almost a 4 ERA. Yes. His velocity is falling off a cliff.
Trade for him now.
His whip is 1.14. Like,
well,
most like good pitchers would like these numbers, but for what he had done his first like 3 years,
so out of shape. Come on, you can't do that these days.
You think Livy's feeding him well? Like,
I don't know. She's not. She's going.
He does the training thing with the thing in the outfield.
I mean, she probably wait for one big contract and then roll if he's going to keep looking like that.
She doesn't need his money. She probably makes more than him right now.
That's what I said. His one big contract. Once he makes $40 million a year, she's not making $40 million a year.
I mean, I don't think she needs him at all.
Well, $40 million.
She's a Jersey girl. You know,
$40 million's a nice bag. No, is she?
She's like Central Shore Jersey girl.
Okay.
Went down to LSU. How about that?
All
right. What else you got?
Well, we had the bad robot running into a wall yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a couple more robot clips. My phone heard me
Apparently, it's
talking
the
about
Robot Olympics or something.
Is that what it is? It looks.
Yes.
It looks official.
So we're scared of the robots running because they could come and get us. But here is a good robot. This is a robot doing something we could all use. If they could train a robot to shovel, I'm in. I would buy this tomorrow. I have like a 30-foot alley to shovel.
Where's this? Do we know where it is?
I don't know where this is. Just another
It feels
demo
Eastern European.
of where the robots are coming. Yeah, I could see somewhere like Finland or something doing this.
I mean, the golf courses have the Geo GPS mowers, so I guess you can GPS train, coordinate your robot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's productive. I
Yeah,
still don't
I'm
want
okay.
robots.
They don't. That one doesn't scare me. That looks like the robot that runs around giant.
Oh, the girls love him. What's his name? It's
It's a he.
yeah, he has a name. Yeah, because the girls always like talk to him.
Does he say stuff back like in a robot?
He doesn't
voice,
talk
or-
back. Yeah. Oh, what's the robot? Yeah, I don't really understand the point of them. Are they checking for thievery?
No,
Is it
they
Big Brother?
check inventory, I believe. So, like, if they see a shelf that's like empty and sparse, then they know, oh, we need to restock that.
What's his name? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts now. Marty.
That's
Marty?
the name.
Yeah, his
Marty
name is
a
Giant and Marty's grocery.
I think
name.
it's a different name at Costco.
You can't even do that for a robot because Marty's the ultimate name for a guy because it's half man, half party, and then you're like, oh, my name's Marty.
Marty Party.
Good time.
Marty. Let's
You
go
can't
to
have a
Vegas.
Robot, half robot, half
Yeah.
party.
Well, my girls love following him around the store.
All right.
Marty.
So, but mostly anti-robot.
You know, who had a rough day yesterday. Dane Myers. See this? The
No.
Cardinals outfielder
No.
or the Reds outfielder. Reds are up 5-4, 2 outs, top of the ninth. They're ready to put this game away.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Soiled himself.
Not a great moment for Dane.
And Julio Rodriguez low moment or
Ready's in center. The ball is sailed to left center.
Game about to end.
Myers makes the call. Myers.
Ooh.
He grabs his head as it drops and rolls to the wall. Cardinals take the lead and win the game.
That's rough. That's rough.
He called off. The left fielder was right there
Yeah.
waiting for it. He called
Center
it
fielder's call. The captain out there.
Yeah.
That's rough.
No.
Anything else?
Yeah.
VG's
Yeah.
notes. All
We're
right.
going back
Nice.
to we're going back to the robot world. Here's a robot fail.
I love robot fails.
This is Amazon is delivering. They have a drone who delivers packages in some markets. This one didn't come out so well.
There it is, pooping the package out right
into the pool.
Oh, I thought that was a stealing. Okay.
No, into the pool.
Hope it wasn't electronics.
Yeah, right. This is definitely not Eric Bodner operating that drone.
Yeah, Bodner would never drop it in a pool.
No.
That's got to be like Palo Alto, like Pervert Central that they have these things.
You know we love a good raccoon story. This is
Timothy.
This is not Jimothy. This is City Field. Apparently they're bi-coastal, these raccoons at the stadiums. This one's a little hungry.
I used to have a South Philly raccoon in my backyard.
Got them in the hood.
Yeah.
Holy hell. That's
No way. Like right there with me.
Look, dude, watch.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. Wait, spin back.
You hit the jackpot there. You're sitting there, you toss it whole
Holy hell.
Naming
Not
That's
like ground giving me rabies and harming me. Here you go, buddy. Here's a little peanut.
his little hand is so cute.
Our raccoons are having a moment.
They are.
Yeah, they're cute and fuzzy. Now all of a sudden they were always bastardized. Those
I
raccoons.
don't think you should pet a raccoon.
No, hell no,
I don't
no
think you should
way.
try and engage.
No way at all. Well, thank you for the raccoon update.
Yeah. Oh, Big Farts Jones. He says, anyone see that robot get to a full sprint and smash into the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday during the Nugs.
No,
Big
and the new one that I sent out to you guys yesterday was a different
I
one.
think he's talking about the one we missed. Yeah, he missed yesterday.
I don't know. I think he's talking about the
Fartsy
new one.
yesterday.
You didn't see Fartsy yesterday?
I don't think he was here yesterday.
Yeah, Fartsy's a busy man. No, there was the new robot running into a wall, even more full speed. Like there was no stop at all. It was full send, all gas, no brakes.
It just bounced and just falls apart.
Yeah, it was awesome. He falls backwards, and I think sparks come out, and the guy that's like controlling him is like, what do we do? That was pretty great. All right, good nugs there, VG. Brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers right there in Jewelers Row. Head on down. All right, Jonathan Greenard, VG, is, at first it was just like, this is a day-to-day injury, working through it. Well, let's outsource some information to the great Rothman orthopedic doctors and talk to Dr. Craig Rubenstein about this injury. Doc, how are we doing today? Oh, we got a little mute issue here. It's either
Good. Hello.
There we go.
Okay, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
Of course. We love our Rothman orthopedic doctors. And Doc, Jonathan Greenard kind of strained his pec here before the season, lifting weights, even before the football activity, not in a game or practice. How does a pec strain happen during weightlifting? And what's actually getting damaged or torn when something like that does happen?
Yeah, so weightlifting is a common way to strain or tear a pec. And, when you push the weight off your chest, the muscle contracts and that's the power move. And that's not usually when you strain it or tear it. It's more when you start to lower the weight down and the muscle has to hold the weight, but also stretch at the same time. And that's when sometimes it can overstretch and strain or tear.
So a strain is not a tear, and Jonathan Greenard, they said, is day-to-day with the strain, or not day-to-day, but a short-term injury with the strain there. What's the difference between the two? Obviously, the strain is probably better for the Birds' chances here, but how much is the difference between a tear versus a strain, and how much time they can possibly miss?
So strains are kind of really like tears. It's sort of a continuum, where a mild strain, like a grade 1, is generally just like micro tears of the muscle fibers, not something that you would necessarily see with your eyes. And then a grade 2 strain would be more classified like a partial tear of the muscle. And then a grade 3 strain is really a full tear of either the muscle or the tendon. And, your pec muscle starts on your breastbone, your sternum, and then it comes out and it attaches on your humerus, which is like your shoulder. And what attaches the muscle to the bone is a tendon.
I'm feeling out my own lack of muscles as you're talking through this, and
yeah, don't rupture anything.
Yeah.
But if you have a grade 3 tear or rupture and it's close to the shoulder, like either on the tendon or right at the muscular tendinous junction, then that usually requires surgery, especially for a high-level athlete. Whereas if you tear it closer to your sternum or the belly of the muscle, that's even on grade 3, you don't always need surgery. But it sounds like from what they're reporting is that this was likely a grade 2. And the time frame for recovery on a grade 2 strain would be about 3 to 6 weeks, which would fall into the right time frame.
Okay, so then he should be nearing the end of this. When he returns, Doc, he's a DN, so there's a lot of like pulling and swiping and over and unders. When he actually does get cleared to return to the field, is it pretty much you're good to go, you're recovered, or is there a chance of kind of re-aggravating that and re-injuring it?
So, you would want to handle it properly and make sure he's 100% before he goes, because if he tries to do this before the muscle is completely healed, then yes, he would be at an increased risk. But if he makes a complete recovery, the muscle's fully healed, he's done some rehab to re-strengthen it, he shouldn't be at any higher risk for re-injury.
All right, great to hear, because he is, Doc, a $100 million investment the Birds made this offseason. When you're evaluating, let's say, like a veteran who has some miles on the tire in the NFL, how important is like looking into this? This seems like something that's kind of tough to predict and could happen to anyone, but like the offseason evaluation, is there any way to like catch these types of things, or who's more prone to it or anything like that?
I don't think there's any way you could have predicted this was going to happen when you signed him. I know for him in particular, he's had a couple injuries over the years, but I don't think he's ever had a pec injury. So I think this was likely just random chance, and there's really nothing you could have done to prevent it.
All right. That's good to hear. So, Doc, you a big Birds fan? You ready for the year?
Go Birds.
Yeah, September 13th. Can't get here soon enough. We're
I'm
ready
excited.
for a good year.
Yeah, I usually go to all the games, so I'm pretty excited for it.
Nice. Were you a season ticket guy?
Yeah.
Nice. You still have them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How early are you getting down there for the games? You got a tailgate guy?
Depends on who I go with. I have a 14-year-old son, and he's a huge Eagles fan. Yeah. So that's the main, guy I go with. And when he goes, he doesn't really like to tailgate or get there too early. So.
All business, right into the game.
Yeah, I gotta do what he wants
nice.
When I'm with him. So
That's great. Well, we love our Rothman orthopedic doctors, Dr. Craig Rubenstein. Thanks for joining us and shedding a little light on pec strains versus tears and when maybe we can expect Jonathan Greenard back on the field.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. And I think he should be there by opening day, hopefully.
All right, let's hope so. Thanks, Doc. Go Birds.
All right. Go Birds.
See ya. There he is, Rothman Orthopedics.
Love the Rothman docs. They're all good sports fans.
Yeah, they are. Every single time Anthony's like, yeah, you got tickets. They're all the Rothman docs are sports guys. Love it. Yeah. But I hope Jonathan Greenard does get back on the field soon because
I hope.
I forgot.
6 weeks he's August 10th, I think. Did it happen?
Was it August 10th?
I was trying to
feel like it was
to see
earlier
when it happened.
Because I thought it happened before camp.
Oh, you're right. August 10th was out a couple other weeks.
So I think it happened right before camp, like a week out from camp when he was working out. So camp started like July 26th or something. So we could be approaching that 6-week mark where he could be getting close to the field. But I forgot he was a $100 million investment too on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
But if he's able to get back, and Nolan Smith can kind of get back to that 2-year-ago form, Jalyx Hunt, him, and Nolan Smith could be a nice little three-headed monster.
It's going to be a headache for offensive lines.
Yeah, and then you got Jordan Davis. I'm excited for the defensive line this year.
Yeah, so I guess July 29th is the first reporting of it. So
yeah, probably around 27, 28th. You probably heard it.
Like, if nothing, maybe he misses the first game.
Vic didn't think he would start the year on PUP when EJ and Bo asked him the other day, but he wasn't positive he would be playing or a factor in that game. EJ and Bo yesterday, I was watching the show. The Eagles did a great job up in New England this week. They both seem to think that if there was a real game on Saturday, that Devontae Smith would be a full go. Bo and EJ speculated that Makai Lemon probably slightly behind that. But another guy you'd love to see get on the field in the very near future is Makai Lemon here.
Yeah, he's got to get the reps.
Yeah.
Got to get the offense down.
I kind of want to buy that Darius Cooper stock, though.
You do? I don't.
I want to take him in the last round of fantasy.
He
made some Patriots look silly out there.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't see much of that.
There was a call. You got to watch PHLY Eagles show every day, 2:00. Come on. Right. He was making people look silly out there.
So there's an interesting thing went on in the chat earlier.
Uh-oh.
They're laying it out like the chat is a job, like a full-time job. I think it was Peter Tom Willis. Apparently Joe76 is the foreman of the chat.
He's wearing his hard hat.
Question does wallpaper. Fit Dad.
Wallpaper.
Fit Dad's our safety guy. Farts is the concrete guy.
I always want my concrete guy to be a good farts guy.
Oh, yeah.
Who's doing wallpaper anymore? Right. Isn't that went the way of the dodo bird, didn't it?
Questions doing wallpaper.
Yeah, people still. I guess we have wallpaper in our bathroom.
The bathroom's a big wallpaper.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Fit Dad says Darius Cooper plus 500 yards a season. Would that make him the number 2 receiver?
It depends. I mean, I kind of like the 500 yards.
Has Wicks ever gone over 500 yards?
I feel like he's an injury-prone type too.
Wicks?
Yeah. That's just what my gut says. I like that 500 yards. You could probably get some nice value on that.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
I'm kind of buying Darius Cooper, the penny stock.
Wicks.
I think he's got a chance to boom.
Wicks' top year, 581.
Okay.
His first year.
And he should be better here, more opportunities. He was fighting with Dobbs and Watson.
I mean, Mannion, it must be Mannion's guy. He must like him. He had 332 yards last year. Oof.
All right, let's get to our top 5 before the break and TV, Todd. Let's get it out of the way, and then we can close with TV and back in the day. Julie, are you prepared? So it is rank week here at All City, and we've been ranking things all week. Monday was the best basketball player of all time. Tuesday was the best quarterbacks of all time. Wednesday was the best athlete of all time. Yesterday was the top Philadelphia sports villains. And did you see the final list there, VG?
I did see the list.
Number 1 was Sidney Crosby. I think that was a layup.
Well deserved.
Scott Stevens was number 2.
Well deserved.
Joe Carter, number 3.
All right.
He ruined my childhood.
There's one at bat.
He ruined my childhood. Screw that
yeah.
guy. He's apparently a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But screw that guy.
Ruined your entire childhood.
It's the most vivid sports heartbreak of my life.
Okay.
I can remember the TV, exactly where I was sitting, my program guide in front of me, the fireplace, like a formative sports moment. And Joe Carter and Jim Fagrosi craft on my heart.
I'd probably go Mitch Williams, more villain than Joe Carter.
I think Jim Fregosi more than Mitch. Mitch was overpitched at the time.
Okay, I could go that way.
And what's his name was throwing. Roger Mason was
Roger Mason.
He was getting people out left and right. You should have left Roger in. You only had 2 innings. All right. Anyway, and then JD Drew 4.
Sure.
I think that was more, honestly, I think Phillies fans should have hated the ownership group more back then for being a cheap team than JD
They
Drew.
offered him a horrible contract. Yeah.
And then,
as we've learned, it was not really, nobody would have signed that contract. JD Drew was on.
And then number 5, I'm curious on your thoughts on that one. Ben Simmons gets on the list. I may be softy now that I'm a father. I don't know if I'd have Ben Simmons on the villains list. I kind of ended up having empathy.
If I had to
for
go
him in the
Ben
end.
Simmons or Danny Ainge, I'd go
Danny Ainge.
Yeah, or Larry Bird, a ton of Celtics.
Anthony would say Tommy Heinsohn.
Sure. Hated that guy's voice.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more. Cody Ross, bastard.
Cody Ross again.
Villain. I don't know. Does Ben Simmons get on your list? Probably
He doesn't
not,
irritate
right?
me. He's just a dope.
I just kind of feel bad for him at this point.
Yeah.
All right, so we decided today to have some fun and rank our top 5 cocktails of all time. Since it's Friday, it's happy hour. I'm deserving of a drink today. So we got Julia, me, you all submitted our top 5 cocktails. Again, we'll give Julia first dibs here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And Julia's going to have a Ron Swanson list where it's scotch, 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 scotch.
I would, but I decided to be a little more
soda,
explorative.
Yeah. There's scotch on the rocks, scotch neat.
Yeah.
But Julia, kick us off with your number 5 best cocktail of all time.
Okay, this is a little tricky, but I love a mezcal. So this is like a mezcal margarita. That's fine, but this is a mezcal paloma.
I like the
grapefruit, the lime,
Yeah.
smoky mezcal. I'll take any kind of cocktail with mezcal.
That looks
in it.
good. That looks like a little tagine rim there.
I lean mezcal over tequila.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's a little too smoky for me.
It depends on the cocktail. Like in a margarita, I'm like, all right,
I like 'em
tequila, but
I just like the sip of mezcal.
yeah, it's really good.
You're real baldy. You're football guys.
Yeah, really baldy on
mezcal.
it.
He might be a pure tequila guy. I don't know.
I said that top shelf tequila.
All right, VG, what is your number 5 cocktail?
Layup, man. Shout out to Rita's Shirley Temple. I gotta give it love, dude. It's a classic. It's been my go-to cocktail since I was 8. So what am I gonna do?
Shirley Temple getting some love. Yeah. All right, number 5 for me. It's the drink I have every time on the golf course. I make them at home sometimes. The transfusion. It's so refreshing. The transfusion.
These are so lame.
Oh, give me a little ginger ale or Sprite, some grape juice, and double vodka with some lime juice.
Have you ever had one of these, Julia?
I have.
They're so refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you have one of the
I tried it.
course.
Yeah.
They're good, right?
Oh yeah, they're
It's refreshing as hell.
Yeah.
What's not to like, VG? You hater?
just a lot of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
All right, Julia, number 4.
Okay, this is a little rarity, but this is my favorite.
Ooh, is that, are
wine.
we talking rosé here?
No, it's an organic, like
Orange
wine.
Yeah.
Orange
Got a little
wine?
bubbles to it. It's all about the
Organic,
skin
good for you.
contact. I knew nothing about this before I met Dwayne.
It's all the rage.
So he discovered this. It's so good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
People that get like wine hangovers, like really bad, like the orange
You
wine.
don't get it with the wine, the orange.
Not as
wine?
much. It's
No.
not like as sweet. It's
and it's
more
like
organic.
you still have like the sediment in the bottom, so you just
Yeah.
like all work. Yeah, it's
Well,
so
orange
good.
wine
This
is out
this brand in particular too, the
Okay.
Force Celeste.
And you
is
can get
like-
that in the state store?
No, it's harder to get that.
Okay. You got the chef
You could go
wine
to
hookup.
Teresa's Cafe in
know?
Wayne and you could get it there.
No free advertising,
No, no.
Wayne. All right, VG, what do you got number 4?
Simple margarita. A nice summer day.
Spicy or normal? What do you go?
Nah, I don't want no spice.
What?
Just give me a ton of salt with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the salt on the margarita. Number 4 for me, VG. I don't know if you've had this one before. The paper plane. It was invented in 1988. Relatively a new cocktail, but it's bourbon, Aperol, and Amaro with lemon juice. Delightful. A little bit bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever had a paper
I
plane?
don't think I have.
All
I
right.
don't like I'm not a huge Aperol guy.
My wife loves the Aperol spritzes.
Yeah, it's a big.
Yeah, they're
We got my
big
mother-in-law hooked on them in our trip to Nova Scotia. So she called her the other day and was like, "How do I make those Aperol spritzes again?" So the Aperol spritz is in my house. So I have the Amaro. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to get Aperol or Amaro.
Yeah.
just for this, but it's always in my house. So I love the paper plain. All right, Julia, number 3.
Okay, number 3, classic marg.
All right.
Spicy or regular?
I'll take any kind of marg. I do not discriminate against margaritas. I make my own usually, so I have the perfect recipe.
Have you ever done my limeade hack?
Is that with the frozen? Like
no, you buy the gallon thing of lemonade or Simply Orange.
Yeah,
that company.
yeah.
It's Simply Limeade. You empty a little bit out. You can drop strawberries in it or jalapenos in it. Let it sit for 24 hours, and it's good little margarita hack.
Okay.
Yeah, try that out. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, what do you got? Number 3, VG.
This just screams vacation to me. If I'm going somewhere
Painkiller
to an island or just somewhere
pina
warm.
colada.
I do like a pina colada, but no, we go Mai Tai.
Mai Tai, man.
Instant.
Wow.
There's nothing better. You take a flight. Sometimes you take a flight to Hawaii, and like hour before you're landing, they give out Mai Tai.
Do you get the little tiki cup
Dude,
too?
I love tiki bars, tiki cups, tiki drinks. Give me all the rum.
I do. Rum hits different on an island.
Yeah.
I would never order a rum drink at home.
I'm not really. Yeah,
Hard
I
to
don't really
find a
like
good
rum.
Mai Tai in the city.
Yeah, there used to be that place on South Street that had solid ones, wasn't there? I forgot the name of it. Yeah.
Messina Social Club has had some good Mai Tais.
Ooh, Messina. I used to be a member there. All right, number 3 for me, classic. Give it to me. If there's blue cheese, olives, I'm pumped. The dirty martini.
Oh, gin, vodka. Yeah.
Irish people and gin don't mix well. I'm a vodka man.
I like a martini.
Yeah, it's just classic.
Yeah.
Give me a good stuffed olive. Hey now. All right, Julia, number 2 for you.
Okay, I couldn't not do this, but this is my favorite Scotch. Lefroy Galore. Oh, it
Just
is.
neat, rocks.
Oh yeah,
What you
no, neat. Maybe
Neat.
like a drop or 2 of water, but no, you don't need anything else in this.
doing?
This is
Too
very
peaty for
peaty.
me.
It is, but it's like the smokiness. It's just like,
you
can't.
you loved it so much you flew over to get it right from the source.
Peter Tom Willis says he's never heard Jules so chatty. We know her favorite subject.
I don't know what that's. What are you talking about? Just because it's Friday. It's Friday. That's
It
why.
is Friday.
Yeah.
I've had no drink since last Saturday. I'm ready for a Friday cocktail, baby.
Uh,
All right, VG, number 2.
Yeah, this is a classic. I'm actually banned from drinking this with the pagan because can't handle the Jack Daniels, but a Jack and Coke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Wait, you're banned from drinking it, or she is?
Oh, I am. I can act a fool as a Jack Daniels.
I have a pretty good bourbon collection, and like I usually offer guests. I have one buddy, Julia knows him, Gettner. He's been cut off from bourbon at my house.
Yeah,
I paganed him.
I can do bourbon.
Oh.
It's just the Jack.
The Jack
the devil's
really?
juice. I can't. I get like.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
See, I would never bastardize a good Coke bottle by putting it with Jack. I just give me the Coke separately. I'll drink my Jack on the rocks. All right, my number 1.
No, 2. We're on number 2.
Oh,
We're
number 2.
Yep.
Excuse me. I'm going spicy marg. Salt it up. Give me the
yeah.
spice. I had a fantastic one where they infused the jalapenos with the tequila, strained it on vacation. That was up there with the best of my life. All right, number 1, Julia.
Okay,
We gotta
this
get the
one.
Todd.
Yes, this is called a penicillin.
Ooh.
So the base is
I've had one.
just a regular Scotch whiskey, blended. You can use whatever you want, and then it's muddled ginger,
like
a little bit of lemon, and then there's a single malt that's the float on top. So you do like a Lefroy, you can do like a little Lefroy float on top, and then it's garnished with a sugared like candy ginger.
What?
I've had those before.
So
They're
good.
pretty damn good.
Her eyes are rolling back in her head. As she's
Girl loves
describing it.
Scotch. Is this a wedding featured cocktail?
It might be.
Oh,
Yeah, it might be. We'll see.
Penicillin is good for the body.
Yep,
I'm allergic
exactly.
to it though.
Oh,
VG,
not this one.
number 1.
Manhattan on the rocks.
Classic.
That's my favorite go.
Classic. I'm not far off of you there. Number 1 for me, the old fashioned.
Yeah.
A kissing cousin of the Manhattan.
Yeah, for sure.
I just love it. Sometimes a little too sweet, but usually just tremendous.
The best cocktails.
Yeah.
All
right.
I agree.
That was fun. A little Friday happy hour, rank week cocktail edition. On the other side, I'm sorry, I meant to get to him on time. TV Todd joins us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The Bet Parks online sportsbook and casino app is the only sportsbook app that I use and recommend. And they got you covered on everything. NFL season is right around the corner. If you like the preseason games, have at it. But it is week 0 of college football. College football is back, VG. What do you got for us this weekend?
Well, you got to go TCU -7.5 against Belichick and the stinking UNC.
UNC stinks. Ride the Horned Frogs. And then we got the Phils back in action tonight. Lizardo on the mound.
I don't know who Dobbins is who's pitching for the Cardinals. So Phillies run line, -1.5.
-1.5. There you go. Download the BetParks Sportsbook and Casino app. You must be 21 and older and located in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, or Michigan. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, please reach out and call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's talk about Ace Hardware Home Services. They're so important this time of year. Heat and humidity sneaking in. The AC might not be cranking like it should. And the temperatures are changing. It's getting warmer, so don't worry. If you got issues, Ace Hardware Home Services, they got you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical, they're trusted pros that bring the same helpful service you know from the Ace stores right to your home, right to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore. And it's important. They got the right people. They bring the right tools, the right know-how. They got everything you need. So whether it's a quick fix or a big summer project, they've got all the tools. They've got the know-how. Then the people to get the job done right. You see their trucks all around town. All your neighbors are using them. Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful to your home. It's that helpful you love from the store right to your home. So visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today to get started on your next home repair project.
Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV Todd.
Todd!
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man? How are you?
Good. Doing great. How about you, VG? What are you up to?
Good.
Todd, I thought of you the other day. I heard some guy from the NHL Network, and he said Connor McDavid has the Flyers on his short list of maybe 3 teams that would make sense. Let's dream, man. LeBron's here. Let's dream.
I know. I've been hearing that too. I mean, what would the timing of that even look like? Like in season, next season? I don't even understand.
He probably gives them one more chance to get it done, and maybe calls it quits after that.
I mean, there's no doubt we would make a move for him.
Let's do it. So Todd, 2 things for you right off the bat. I just finished Tires. I buzzed through it. Season 3. Really enjoyed it. I think it's getting better as it goes.
I watched it too. I thought this was the best season so far. I just love the dad. I love Kyla. Like Kyla, to me, she is really the epitome of the Delco. I mean, isn't she like?
I went to high school with her brothers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Gerben wrote this. He wrote the pilot or the original thing that became a YouTube show for Tires while he was a Drexel student. He was at Drexel and doing that. So it's a fun show. I can't help but always think about Danny McBride's stamp on that show, because I think really people don't talk about it.
I don't know this.
He's the secret sauce.
Because Danny McBride's one of my favorite figures in Hollywood.
Well, and if you notice, the Shane Gillis character is definitely the mannerisms, the delivery. Yeah. It's Danny McBride, right? And Danny McBride's production company is involved in it. One of his big EPs is an EP. So it's, to me, like the Danny McBride stamp on this was the secret sauce.
Wow. Kenny Powers, one of my favorite. Vice Principal's incredible. And then The Righteous Gemstones might, to me, be the most underrated, funny thing that's ever been produced.
One of the greatest shows ever made. In fact, I really hope they do something. They've talked about doing like a movie, like a Righteous Gemstones movie or something. Me too. I heard you guys this week do your rankings of the top 5. That was very interesting to me.
Yeah, my top 3 feel cliche, but they're cliche for a reason, because they're great.
Yeah. But listen, I thought there were a couple curveballs on there that I really liked, like Julia coming in with Cape Fear. I've told people don't sleep on that show. Javier Bardem is captivating.
Yeah. Apple TV just doesn't miss these days. I mean, I thought about Widow's Bay was one of my most enjoyed series in forever. Like Apple TV's just churning out hits.
It's doing great. If you haven't, I told Cuz about this and he got into it. If you haven't watched the show Sugar with Colin Farrell,
I've heard that's good. Yeah.
It's really good. And it's not at all how it's being marketed. There's there's an incredible twist in season 1, episode 6 that turns the show completely into it's a 180. So I really think Sugar on Apple TV is great. Lucky's on Apple TV right now. That's doing great. So yeah,
I
they're
didn't
having a
love that.
moment.
I tried to watch that yesterday. I couldn't get into it.
No,
No.
what didn't you dig about it?
I don't know. Like with 15 minutes, I was just bored. I was just like, I don't know, didn't grab me.
That was funny last week when Cuz was like, I love the show, but the ending really bummed me out. I'm like, dude, that wasn't the ending. There's more episodes.
So Todd, last night I had the laptop on my lap. I'm sitting down and I'm just like, I want something on. I wasn't really in a sports mood. And I went to Netflix and Tires had just finished. And the next tile up there is Zach Galifianakis' face. And I went, I love Zach. What is this? I didn't even know about it. I watched the first episode. I didn't realize it was an hour, but it clearly was effective because I had to see out the end of the episode. I think it got its hooks in me. I'm going to see this season out. The audacity about the tech startup life of Palo Alto and all that with the psychiatrist tie-in. A pretty good cast. I'm going to see the season out.
Bro, I'm telling you, I talked about this on the show when it first came out. It was originally a series for AMC Plus.
Yeah.
And then I knew it was eventually going to move to Netflix. And I watched the first few episodes when it was on AMC Plus, and now I'm going to get into the rest. Maybe one of my favorite shows of the year.
Really?
It's really, really good. First of all, I'm a sucker for any of these shows around the business world, right? Silicon Valley or whatever.
Sure.
This is what gets me. Like when you guys were doing your top 5 the other day, in my mind, I'm like, I like all those shows, but in my mind, put aside the Breaking Bads, the Better Call Sauls, The Wire.
Where does Succession
I'm more
rank
into,
for you? Is that like right up your wheelhouse?
Right up there. Succession, Billions. I mean, I love these types of shows. So the audacity is like right up my alley. And that cast is insane. Not only is Zach in it, but Sarah Goldberg from Barry.
Yeah.
Billy Magnuson stars in it, who's in Tires. Billy Magnuson, as you know, is the guy in Tires who.
Oh my God,
runs
I
the
didn't put that
marketing
together.
company. Yeah, he's the guy who runs the marketing company that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, it is such a smart, fun show. Rob Corddry's in it. I mean, it's great. And 8 episodes, hour long each, all on Netflix. One of the shows of the year.
2 more for me here, Todd. One of my favorite shows, and it took a hiatus, and it's been on my list to get back to. I loved The Night Manager, and I know the 2nd or 3rd season came out after a long hiatus. How did it hold up? Should I be excited?
Yeah, really highly rated show. Fan base has stayed very, very solid, but you're right. It's gone really under the radar. The first season got a lot of press and was a massive hit. And then I guess the hiatus, I'm surprised there's not more, about that, but it's a great show. I actually like when these shows take a huge hiatus and come back. I know I'm weird that way, but I feel like creatively it's important sometimes. Even on a hit show in a first series, it's sometimes hard to follow it up without giving it a lot of thought. Like, look at The Comeback on HBO, the Lisa Kudrow series. Not only did that, I mean, she does it like one season every 10 years. And now it's up for Emmys. People are recognizing now that show is one of the funniest shows ever made on television.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the top. We talk about lists. I see a lot of lists that come out, Variety, IndieWire, whatever. The Comeback is always in the top list.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen it yet.
It's hilarious.
Huh.
It's great.
Well, we know Anthony loves comedy, so you probably don't get to talk a lot of comedies up here.
I was laughing about that because I was thinking like VG, when you put Cheers on the list the other day, I'm like, Anthony would probably roll his eyes.
At least there was a little bit of a sports element to Cheers,
Well, yeah.
Sam was the former pitcher.
Guy, yes,
so maybe that salvaged you. All right, and one more for you, Todd.
Want to hit overtime?
Should we hit overtime now, or should I ask the question? What do you think, Julia? I'm going to outsource my knowledge. All right, she needs us to stall for like 5 or 10 more seconds. But this show might be my favorite show in the past couple years. Let's send it to overtime. You can continue watching this at allphly.com or PHLY YouTube. Todd, the new trailer came out, season 6. I don't know if you caught it the other day. Slow Horses looks awesome this season. I can't wait for this.
Talk about a show again that's completely under the radar. For all the Apple shows, because Apple gets the buzz of Ted Lasso and shows like that. But Slow Horses has been one of their most successful series for the last, 5-6 years?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good.
I mean, all you have to tell me is Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
And I'm in. And I'm in on almost anything the guy's ever done. Did you see VG? The anniversary was, maybe like a month or a couple months ago of Sid and Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gary Oldman, Sid and Nancy.
Ridiculous. And so good in that.
Ridiculous. Everything that guy does. But yeah, Slow Horses is solid, man.
Yeah, the trailer looks awesome. It looks like basically there's a hit out on anybody that's ever been incorporated with Slow House. And it's gonna be great. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's one of those shows where I kind of feel like, yeah, a lot of people have missed it or bailed on it or whatever. I think people will revisit that. I think that show will have a resurgence and people will get into it watching the full 6, episode arc or whatever it is. I don't think this is the final season either. I don't think they've planned for that.
Todd, I haven't watched a movie with my wife in a long time. What's something good out there? What's something spicy in Todd's world I can throw together for us?
I recommend so I like a little edgy, I like a little dark, if it's just you and your wife going to watch it, so it's you could go a little more edgy with it. There's a movie that we haven't talked about that's now streaming on HBO Max, and it's called The Drama. And it stars Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. And it's I love shows like this. Or movies like this. It's an A24 movie.
Yeah, they're good.
It's like this dark. So like there's like I don't want to give it away. There's like a confession made during a wedding of this perfectly seeming couple, and the whole thing goes off the rails. And I highly recommend it. I think it did really, really well on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe in the 80s or something along those lines, but it now streams on HBO Max, and it's a great dark A24 fun movie. I think you both would love it.
All right, that's on the list. And Todd, I promised my girls I would take them to the theater in the very near future. A 7 and 5, almost 5-year-old. I'm so excited that one of my favorite comedic actors, Will Forte, is involved with the Looney Tunes universe and bringing it back. What are you hearing? Don't let me down, Looney Tunes.
This one, I'm not sure this one is even for her. This one is for us, right? The people who grew up with Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
And that's why Will Forte did it because he grew up the way we did with Bugs Bunny, Daffy, like the whole crew. Wile E. Coyote, the Road.
Can't wait.
I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know how well it does, but the fact that you're introducing your daughter to it is super interesting to me, because if you go back and you watch all those Looney Tunes,
problematic.
So much could not be done or said in the world.
Pepe Le Pew was a little handsy there, Todd.
He was a full-time sexual harasser. But there's so much stereotypical race stuff and but hey, for some reason, we all grew up fine from the 70s. So I'm not really sure why this is a big deal, but I love that you're going to introduce your daughter to this.
All right, I can't wait for it.
Todd, big movie out this week. I've seen the trailer. I haven't loved the trailer, but the reviews are great. Tony, the Anthony Bourdain story.
It looks good.
Yeah. Getting really good reviews.
Really good reviews.
Yeah, the dude, what's his name, who stars
Dominic
in it?
Mesa or something?
Yeah, I heard he's fantastic in it.
And my boy Stavi Baby's in it. And Antonio Banderas.
He's Antonio's great too. He's always been a great actor. I think you have to go into it with the right expectations. VG, probably you and I look at it and we hear about a Bourdain pick and we want to hear the dark stuff. We want to hear when his life went off the rails and all that. It's not that. Right. It's the early years when he discovered restaurants and he discovered his love of food, and it's a romantic story too. So it is a slice of time that doesn't tell the full story, but I hear it's very good and very entertaining. It's a lot like the Michael Jackson movie. They take it up to a certain period of time, and then they're like, we're good, story's over.
Yeah, it's just the first summer of cooking for him, right? Like, that's it.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a really wonderful movie. So, like, if you go in with that expectation, fine. But for me, the whole idea where his life ends up going is more intriguing than his origins to me.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Todd, did you hear anything about Olmo? I saw this in the theater. It's out of theaters already. It's probably going to be streaming pretty soon. OLMO. So
No.
It's a coming of age story of a 14-year-old Mexican kid in 1979 New Mexico, struggles with his parents, and of course the cute girl across the trailer park area invites him to a party, and he has to leave his sick dad and stuff. But if you see it streaming, or if anyone out there comes across this OLMO, I really enjoyed it, and it comes in at 1 hour 24 minutes.
Oh, it's perfect for you.
That's a VG perfect movie. I love it. No, I'll check. No, I haven't heard about that, but that sounds good. I'll check it out for sure.
It's got a 96 right now on Rotten Tomatoes, but it was in and out of the Ritz in like 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, no, I'm gonna look it up for sure. How did you like Zaya King?
I did not make it out that night. It's still getting pretty good word of mouth and reviews, though. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's getting great reviews, but it got crushed at the box office. It's they were expecting a big time haul or a real breakthrough indie kind of hit, and it didn't do that. It didn't do well at all.
Very bad promotion on it. If I didn't see the trailer, I would know nothing about it.
Yeah, and it's mixed. There's a lot of mixed messages for the audience. It's like people are like, I don't want to see a singing beekeeper. Like, okay, but that's not really what it's about, So it's who knows? But it'll be one that'll hit streaming very, very quickly, and who knows? Probably will do well there.
Yeah.
Todd, we got a super chat from our man Fit Dad CEO. He said, Todd, I need your thoughts on lanterns, and if you're a lioness guy.
No, see, I love Fit Dad. I love you, man. But I'm the one kryptonite that I have in the movie business is anything in the superhero Marvel universe. I cannot get into this. I feel like it's just the same stuff over and over and over and over again. I can't divorce myself from that. But I will say this about lanterns. I'll say one thing. What made me took notice of it is Kyle Chandler. I love Kyle Chandler. I think he's one of the most intriguing actors in the last 10, 15, 20 years, even going back to Friday Night Lights, He is fantastic. Bloodline. I mean, I can go on and on.
Bloodline was good, yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street. He is incredible. So the fact that he's the star of this does hook me in a little bit. But
ooh.
I'll probably give it a shot, but I can't get into the universe movies. I just can't.
Yeah.
He's saying watch it. It's not your typical show like that.
Okay, fair enough, and I will
There you
do
go.
that. I have an open mind with stuff like that.
People
so
helping people. Fit Dad CEO helping TV. Todd, what a beautiful thing. Todd,
we're all just a big community, man.
Yeah, it's great to catch up with you, talk a little film and TV. It's been too long. I hope you're well, my friend, and have a great weekend, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. You too. And I hear you're in the studio next week. I'll be in next week, so I'll see you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll be taking this guy's seat as he's wearing his man thong around Spain.
You have a great trip, VG.
Thanks, brother. Love you.
See you, Todd.
See you guys.
There he is. TV Todd on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Some good stuff.
Yeah, he always brings it.
Yeah. A lot of fun this week, filling in for Anthony to the chat. Chat! Thank you, everyone. What's that? Oh, yeah, we have a back in the day to get to. Sorry. I'm a bad host, and I still haven't hit 11 o'clock on the nail yet. Let's get to back in the day to close us out.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
24 area locations based right there in Fort Washington. True Mark.
Yeah. So we're going back to, I think it's September of 1980.
Harry and Whitey.
The broadcast booth. This is during the 1980 World Series run. I think this is a playoff game.
Look at that bucket hat.
They get more RBIs this year. Line drive left field. Lacey drops it. Lacey lost it to light. Maddox scores.
Whitey
Get the pipe shot.
Whitey's just like this pipe.
That is awesome. How cool are pipes? Look, I know the health ramifications aren't great for you, but the pipe was so cool.
The pipe is a strong move.
So cool.
But even I think it's a young Andy Mustard on the other side. He gives you like, oh, whoa.
And Whitey's just off and away.
Let's just get this pipe going.
That is awesome. Whitey. I don't know, Har. That was a great back in the day, brought to you by TrueMark Financial. All right, a lot of fun filling in this week. To everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us.
Great
Make
job.
sure you hit
Great
that
job,
thumbs
Jamie.
up button before you get out of here. Thank you to Julia behind the scenes, making our lives easy.
Julia.
VG, a lot of fun. Enjoy
Yeah,
the
it's been a
trip.
good week.
Enjoy the trip to Spain.
Thank you.
Everybody out there, happy Friday. I'll be coming up on the Phillies show with Corey Seidman coming up at 12 o'clock here. And then we got Flyers at 1 with Steve and Bill. I think Eagles are an off day because of the post-game show tomorrow night. And then we got Sixers back at 3 o'clock here on PHLY today. Have a great day, everyone. Blaze that pipe this weekend, as Lemmy Lem says. And we'll see you on Monday.
We all silly like the